Its mouth. Yeah, I was. Thing is, then there's no evidence because then they turn it into their own shit, and it's like just recycled shit. But then what if the kid shits in my mouth? Then we're just like, we're in an endless cycle of shitting in each other's mouths and then shitting it back out. Sounds sketchy. This is an old dude. I don't even know him, and he's inviting me upstairs to his room so he can teach me some stuff. No. Have you heard about the My Mum challenge? Oh God. That's where you tried not to look at my fucking mum with your leering eyes again, you sick fuck. Surgery time 5 minutes 13 seconds. I'd challenge any other heart surgeon to do it that quick. Loud water fury. We'll just extinguish the fire, that'll do. That's gotta be it, game over, right? No, he's just pissed off. My poos were so red, and I'm like, oh my god, my arsehole is bleeding. Oh, it wasn't, it's just all the pizza sauce. And pepperoni, I hope. Oh god. Oh, he's throwing men at me! Stop it!
Do you want to freeze them, mate?
He's not all that he seems. Well, actually he is, because he seems like a right prick. And that is what he is, so... Ah! I'm sorry. Hello? Ah! Oh man. Shocking, eh? Back to the ship. I've got special quarters for you tonight, guys. You'll be sleeping in the captain's bed. Look at them. They couldn't run away fast enough. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. By study it more, do you think he means he wants to fuck it? Does he wants to fuck a carrot, doesn't he? I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I guess everyone shoved a carrot up their arse before, haven't they? But who's actually cut a hole in a carrot and fucked it? This guy's going to find out what that's like. And maybe we will as well. We're not sick. It's science. I was here just with this apron with my arse out, but I feel like, actually, compared to everyone else, I'm overdressed. Look at that! How is that? Like I said, the last one had like a pig penis sword, but look at this one! Look at his giant, shining golden dick! Let's all watch, right? Come on. Go drink the fucking... Drink the fucking...
This is what it's like sucking your dick. I'm just like,
You want any more?
No, I didn't get any. I didn't get any.
Well, you should have thought about that. For fuck's sake. So, what did you do with your day today? Oh, Joe, I tuned in to watch a guy on the internet make a load of worms have sex. Oh man, I'm so jealous. Yeah, you should be. So he's suggesting if I go to the ladies' private chambers, I'll get lucky. Oh, no. Yes! He didn't see me. I can guarantee he has no clue where I am. Oh, if you please, young boy there, please help me. No, I'm not getting in the back of your van, mate. Was it zombie fish? Oh, it is zombie fish! Oh, there's a doll in there. There's a doll, the last doll that scared the shit out of me. Hello? That's the wrong number. Abandon hope while you can. I mean, as motivational phrases go, that's not up there, is it? It does take me back to the day I became a father. It was just like this. This has got to be it. This is the doll shrine. All the dolls are there. That's a dead giveaway. The train's just been derailed, and Rebecca, she's about to get railed. That's where I think this is going, guys. I do not wish you a safe journey to care. What? Why not? Fuck you then. We'll do whatever our love demands. She does control our boob supply, after all. Who are you? Hello. Nice jugs. nice jugs. Just the one jug, actually. There's between two... Oh, fuck's sake. I've just stood here looking at a toilet like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, sometimes I don't have anything better to do. Last dude for Rusty's Love Sausage. That sausage has seen a lot of dudes today. I know we just met the guy. But I'd like to say a few words about Travis. Guys. I only just met him. And he left such an impact on me. I hated his name. I hated his greasy hair. I hated his sports jacket. The only thing I can take away from this is that I'm glad he's dead, actually. I'm glad he's dead. Let's have a fucking party. Let's have a fucking party. This game is playing with my mind. Oh, God!
Mines uses and then a load of miners.
What's as used to him with all those miners?
Yeah, well, it was the Greek times, you know what I mean? They did do a lot.
See, he's distracted. He wants the young boy. Don't we all? Secrets. Oh, there's death. There's death as well. That was the big secret. The biggest secret of all was you're going to die. I'm sorry if it's too personal a question, and feel free to slap me. Does your bush have tentacles? I'm not disgusting. You're disgusting. You're made of flies. This whole room smells of onions. Shall we give her a good paddling? Let's give her a real good paddling. What's a better cause? Raising money for charity or pushing over old ladies? Play with a little kid and his big balls, are we? Is that what we're doing? That's what we've come to? God, can you imagine having a grenade in your bumhole, though? Can you imagine having a grenade? Like, getting it up there? I mean, that'd be painful, I think. Getting it out is probably painful, but much easier. I guess you just pull the pin. Maybe you could shit it out.
In the bushes straight ahead.
In the bushes straight ahead?
Right.
Where? Oh, let me smash these ones. Oh, God! Oh my God, help! Let's see if we can desecrate his grave or something, shall we? Kind of looks like a little sacrificial fuckstone. Would you care to? No? Ashley? Oh, she'd rather do that instead. It is the first date after all. She's not going to sleep with me on the first date, but she'll suck me off. They're going to get together. Oh my God. And little brother's like, oh, come on. Come on. What about my little cock? Type 1 or type 2? I think we'll stick with type 1. It's almost like we're picking diabetes here, guys. Is that how it works? Oh my God. That was the controller vibrating on the fucking table. So Young likes lollipops, and she, when I give her her lost diary, is going to lick my lollipop. Shall we flush her? Shall we flush the kid? See you later, you little shit. I miss what's happening, but there's a pig involved somehow. I chose her, so we have to die together. That's how it works. That's how it works, especially in Pokemon. Pikachu, I choose you. He's like, oh no, come on. They're part of your suicide pact, Ash. Too late, mate. Too late. Get in the tub and do Thunderbolt. Look, I'm not going to feed scientists to dinosaurs. I can't. I need them. I need them to hatch dinosaurs. There we go. Send nudes. Oh. Bingo! Don't try and be healthy, because you're going to die anyway. There's me thinking, where the fuck are we going to get a monkey? We've just found one. You just happen to find a monkey on a dead guy. Let's go to the end of this corridor first and see. And see what's up here. Oh! I'll try and bum these guys. Secret trapdoor. What's down there? What's down there? Sex dungeon. Sex dungeon's down there. That's where we're going. Pay a hooker to lick my bumhole and teleport. Hey, ahoy mates. Pay a hooker to lick my bumhole, to lick everyone's bumhole. They'll do anything for £5. That's what I've heard. Anyway, sorry, a little delay getting on. I had to have a poo. This snuck up on me. But hello! Welcome! Look behind me. It's not really there. That's make-believe, movie magic. That is the Ice Pirate from book 1 of a series of so far 2. This one's out on Monday. Gamebooks, written by yours truly. We're gonna have a go at this. We've played it before on stream, and what happened is we left the decisions to the mercy of the chat, and therefore we didn't find any good gear, and we died pretty horrifically. We'll see if we do a little bit better today. I'm not actually sure I remember the best route through. Wouldn't it be embarrassing to die in my own book? But we're going to start with Terror of the Ice Pirate. This one was published in February this year. And then we'll move on to The Secret of Dragon's Blood. And this one is available from Monday. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek. Aren't we lucky? Let's remind ourselves of what we're doing here. Shall we read the back of the book? In this adventure story, because it is an adventure, you find yourself embarking on a dangerous quest. Well, it's got my name all over it, hasn't it? To defeat the fearsome ice pirate and his army of icy minions. Along the way, you'll explore treacherous landscapes, brave fierce battles, and encounter strange and mysterious creatures. Armed with the powerful Inferno Blade, spoilers, you will face challenges unlike any you've encountered before, and uncover the secrets of the Ice Pirate's dark powers. Whether you succeed or fail will depend on your bravery, cunning, and determination, so be prepared for the ultimate test of your skills as an adventurer. Ooh. So, speaking of our skills, we have 3 to keep track of. The first one, we've got a score of 3. That is our hero's score. That is what we start with. That is how we compare ourselves to our enemies in combat. The second one, with the shield, that's our health points. It's 12. And the last one, that little, it's a 3-leaf clover. That's the lucky one, apparently. That's our fate points, which we can use to alter the outcome of dice rolls, should we choose, or maybe there'll be points in the adventure where we may wish to use a fate point to put a delay on our untimely demise. But if we don't have one, we'll be dead. We'll be dead. So these stats, if anyone's ever done this book before, you'll think, these are a little high, Tom. These are a little high. Well, yes, the book has had a little bit of a revision prior to book 2 being released, so you actually do start with slightly better stats than you did in the previous print, because you could feasibly make all of the wrong decisions and not find any items to improve upon your scores, and still make it to the end, and then have absolutely no chance at all of doing any damage to the Ice Pirate, that dude, which felt a bit unfair. So that the stats are increased a little bit. The second book introduces magic and potions. That'll be exciting. We'll get there soon. But shall we begin this one? Here's a little fun fact, by the way. That picture of the Ice Pirate is based on a picture of me at my wedding. And I'm there, my eyes are glazed over. This guy has no eyes. But my eyes are glazed over because I'm very, very drunk. I had a lot of rum. And I'm standing there and I'm holding, you can sort of see here, he's holding a pistol. That's me holding a glass of rum. So there you go, interesting fact. Interesting fact. Let's have a little sip of tea before we begin the reading. It's too hot. It's too hot. I've burnt my innards. Let's begin. Terror of the Ice Pirate. Like I say, originally released in February. Had a bit of a revision. We've jazzed up the character sheet. It looked very, very plain before. Now it looks less plain, but it looks okay. So, hero score is the numerical value that represents the strength and skill of your character in combat. We knew that. Let's get on to combat. To determine the outcome of a battle, roll a 6-sided die. We're not rolling any die today because I'll just lose them off the table here. So we'll press this button. I rolled a 3. There you go. That will give us a random number between 1 and 6. So, you may use a fate point to increase the roll. And if the roll plus any added fate points is higher than the difference between the hero and enemy scores, you deal damage equal to the amount rolled above the difference. So for example, me, with my hero score of 3, faces an enemy with a score of 5. The difference is 2. So I would need to roll at least 3 to damage it. And on a 3, I would do 1 damage. Obviously on a 4, I'd do 2 damage, and so on and so on. Let's see. Throughout the adventure, there'll be times when you lose health points. Not likely. These can be restored by drinking a health potion. Do we have a health potion? Let's see. This adventure. You begin this adventure with a hero score of 3, health points of 12, fate points of 5. You carry a sword and backpack containing, 10 gold coins and 3 health potions. I don't think I've cleared the inventory from the last game we played. Oh look, it's close enough though. We played, right? That's down here. Beneath Nightmare Castle. It's a fighting fantasy book, 1987. And it was so fucking bullshit. We didn't find any items. That's actually. You think I've deleted everything off the list? No, we didn't find anything. We died 4 times in an hour, It was bullshit. Anyway, so what did we start with? 10 gold coins and 3 health potions. Let's quickly update that. 10 gold, 3 health potions. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely inventory? I think so. And how much does a health one do? 5 points each. Fate points cannot be restored. Once they are gone, they are gone. Alright. Let's get out of here, inventory. Get out of here, inventory. And if you want to see the whole complete cover, look. Whoa, there it is. And you can see the gun a bit clearer now, rather than me holding it up to the camera there. There he is. That's me. That's drunk me on my wedding day. Right. Oh, but we have actually got a different picture we need to be showing. Boom! This guy. This is the background. This is like the prelude. As the dark clouds part and the morning sun breaks through the sky, you can't help but feel a sense of excitement wash over you. You've been trudging through the wilderness for 3 long days, following a cryptic message from a courier promising gold and adventure in the town of Edgevale. Your skills as a seasoned adventurer have been in high demand lately, and you're more than ready for a new challenge. The note you received was vague, but the promise of gold up front and the allure of a new adventure was too good to pass up. As you crest the rocky hill, the small town of Edgevale comes into view. Nestled in the valley below, it's a popular stop for traders travelling between Meadowgate and Riversend. You make your way down the hill, your boots crunching on the rocky path. As you approach the town, you feel the eyes of the locals on you. They're not used to seeing outsiders like you in these parts, and it's clear they're trying to figure out what you're doing here. You're wearing your trusty leather armour, battered and scarred from countless battles, and your sword hangs at your side, chipped and nicked from years of use. "You here for Sidel?" a young boy asks as you pass by. When you nod, he beckons for you to follow. He leads you down a side street and up an alley, stopping at a splintered wooden door. He knocks 3 times, like this, hang on. And a voice from inside says, "Enter!" As you step inside, you're greeted by a dimly lit room. A single lamp sits on a small table in the middle of the room, casting shadows on the curtains covering the windows. An elderly man in a high-backed chair beckons you to sit opposite him. It's this guy. I showed you the picture too early, but that's him. That's Sidel. You take a seat and get a good look at your host. Sidel Cavius is a small, hunched-over man with a pipe in one hand and a cane in the other. His once fine robes are worn and tattered with age. You'd think he'd buy some new ones. He must have made enough money in all his years that he could buy some new clothes. I can't talk. I've had this jumper for about 15 years. So, you know, it's getting worn out of the elbows from where I just sort of hunch over when I'm on the toilet. But anyway, we're not talking about toilets. We're talking about adventure. "Thank you for coming," he says in a frail voice. Oh, sorry. "Thank you for coming." We won't keep on doing his voice. Or any voice. "I'm Sidel Cavius, town elder, former adventurer and renowned scholar." Well, I've never heard of him. "I trust you've come for the promise of adventure rather than just the gold." No, I've come for both. I mean, we made it quite clear. That the promise of gold up front was too good to pass up. That's what it said. That's what it said on page 1. He takes a puff on his pipe and chuckles to himself before reaching into his robe and pulling out a small leather pouch. "Here's 50 gold pieces. Half payment up front for I'm sure will be an easy task for someone of your skills." Sidel sits straight up in his chair, his expression grave. He takes a draw from his pipe before speaking. "I've seen many dangers come and go in my time as a town elder, but none have caused us as much fear and worry as the Ice Pirate. His ship, the Frost Fire, has been spotted off our shores more and more frequently in recent months, and his crew of undead sailors have been raiding our fishing boats and terrorizing our villages. We've tried to defend ourselves, of course, but the Ice Pirate's powers are beyond our understanding. His body's made of ice, and he can conjure blizzards and frost with a mere gesture. Our weapons shatter against his icy form, and our spells seem to have no effect on him. But the greatest threat he poses is not to our bodies, but to our souls. It is said that the Ice Pirate is undead, a being brought back from the dead by dark magic. Those who fall into his hands are never seen again, and it is whispered that he feeds on their life force to sustain his own unnatural existence. Oh my god. We've heard of a weapon, the Inferno Blade, that's said to be capable of melting the ice pirate's icy form and destroying him for good. But the blade is said to be guarded by a series of deadly traps and guardians, and finding it will be no easy task. Hang on, let's rewind. He said, here's 50 gold pieces, half payment up front for what I'm sure will be an easy task for someone of your skills. But then, in the next breath, he's saying, finding it will be no easy task. Get your facts right, old man. I think he's got dementia. I think Seedale's lost it. We beg of you, brave adventurer, to undertake this quest and rid us of the ice pirate's threat. The safety and prosperity of our village depends on it. Well, before we do anything, let's add those 50 gold he just gave to our inventory. Let's just... boom. Look, we're rocking 60 gold pieces now. We got our sword, we got our armor, we got our health potions. We're ready to rock. Now turn over. Now the adventure begins proper. As you step out into the streets of Edgevale, your mind is heavy with the weight of the task laid before you. The town elder's words still ring in your ears. The threat of the ice pirate, an undead being with the power to conjure blizzards and feed on the life force of others, hangs heavy over the town. You know that finding the Inferno Blade, the only weapon rumoured to be able to destroy the ice pirate, is your only chance of ridding the town of this danger. But where to start? The town guard seems to have been unable to defend against the pirate's attacks, and the thought of facing off against an undead being with magical powers leaves you feeling uneasy. You need to gather more information before you can hope to succeed in this quest. Perhaps speaking with the town guards or seeking out others who have faced the ice pirate in the past will provide some leads. Or maybe there are those in the town with knowledge of dark magic who could shed some light on how the pirate was resurrected and how to defeat him. The answers you seek may not be easy to find, but you know they are vital to your mission. With determination in your heart, you set out to uncover the clues that will guide you on your journey. Hello, Jaime. How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Get yourself a nice hot chocolate and settle in for story time. We're going to be here for a few hours. We've just started Book 1, Terror of the Ice Pirate, and we'll soon move on to Book 2, The Secret of Dragon's Blood. This one is released on Monday, by the way, guys. Sneak peek tonight. If we survive this one, we'll see. So we've got three options here. To get to the bottom of the attacks, do we speak to the guards and see what they know? Or are we more interested in tracking down the legendary Inferno Blade? Or do we have a hunch that the key to defeating the undead pirate lies in understanding the dark magic that brought him back to life? I think let's check in with the guards first, shall we? Let's get the lowdown. What was that? 262. As you make your way through the streets of Edgevale, you quickly spot two guards standing vigil outside a bustling blacksmith's workshop. You make your way over to the guards, noting the tension in their posture as you approach. "Excuse me," you say, trying to put on a friendly demeanour. Oh, sorry, I should be... Excuse me. I don't think I would try and put on a friendly demeanour. I don't think I know how to, quite honestly. But we're role-playing being friendly. I was hoping to get some information from you about the recent attacks on the town. Do you have a moment to talk? The guards exchange a wary look before one of them speaks up. "We can't disclose any information to outsiders," he says gruffly. You decide to try a different approach. "I understand your caution," you say, "but I assure you I am here to help. I've been hired by Sidel Cavius to help rid the town of the threat of the ice pirate and his undead crew. Perhaps I can be of assistance to you as well." The guards pause, considering your words. After a moment, the other guard speaks up. "Very well," he says, "but you must swear to keep this information to yourself." Oh, secretive. What is it? What's he going to reveal? You nod, and the first guard begins to speak. "We've been doing everything in our power to protect the town from the ice pirate and his crew," he says, "but it's like fighting a ghost. They seem to appear out of nowhere and vanish just as quickly. And as for the ice pirate himself, he's like nothing we've ever faced before. Our weapons shatter against his icy form, and our spells seem to have no effect. It's like he's ... dramatic pause, undead." I mean, he's just told us the exact same thing that Seedale has told us. So we didn't need to keep that secret, did we? You know, that's known. It is known. You nod, taking in this information. I understand, you say. Do you have any leads on who may have resurrected the Ice Pirate with dark magic, or where I might begin searching for the Inferno Blade? The guards shake their heads. We've no leads on the dark magic, the first guard says. That sort of stuff is Arcan territory. But good luck getting one of them to speak to you. Nothing but a bunch of thieves, if you ask me. As for the Inferno Blade, some say it's hidden beneath Red Rock. But finding it, surprise, surprise, will be no easy task. I've been told that already. But I also was told that this will be easy for somebody of my skill of 3. You thank the guards for their information and they take their leave, leaving you to ponder your next move. Well, our first option is to enter the blacksmith. That's where we found the guards outside. Or we could seek out an Arcan for their knowledge on dark magic, or we could seek passage to Red Rock in search of the Inferno Blade. I think let's begin at the blacksmith. Maybe we can get an upgrade for our chipped sword. It's a bit old. It's seen a lot of action. A wall of heat greets you as you enter the blacksmith's forge. The room is filled with racks, shelves, and tables, all overflowing with various smithed goods. Swords, axes, hammers, shields, and every other tool imaginable are on display, a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of the forge's owner, Dargan. You can hear the sound of a hammer on metal coming from the back of the shop, and you make your way towards it, eager to speak with the renowned forge master about the fabled Inferno Blade. I mean, do we know specific? Does our character, do I know about Dargan, and he's renowned, or was that on his sign? You know, I don't know. Maybe we got like a flyer in through the post box, like 10% discount on smithing. Let's see. We've got 2 options: learn more about the Inferno Blade, or inquire about his expertise. Well, let's not go in. We've got to sweet talk him. We've got to ease into it, haven't we? Let's talk to him about, you know, we'll make small talk first. 2218. That's what we're doing. Small talk with a blacksmith. As you approach the back of the blacksmith, you're met with the intense heat emanating from the forge. Sweat beads on the forehead of the man working there. His muscular arms are blur as he pounds on the glowing orange metal on the anvil with a hammer. You can see that he's in the process of forging a sword, the blade already taking shape. The man notices you and pauses in his work, wiping the sweat from his brow with a cloth. Can I help you? He asks gruffly, his deep voice. Can I help you? I can't do a deep voice. Can I help you? His deep voice barely audible over the sound of the forge. The player can see that he's a formidable man, his bulging muscles and scarred hands, a testament to his skill as a blacksmith. Well, if his hands are scarred, he's not that skilled, is he? Otherwise he wouldn't be hitting his hands. He wouldn't be hitting his fucking hands. We can compliment his work, or now we can ask about the Inferno Blade. We haven't even... All we've done is say hello right now, and I'm not even sure we've done that. He's just noticed us there. We've said nothing. We've crept up on him in his shop, right? And he's like, can I help you? And now we're just standing there staring at him. Let's compliment his work a little bit. Dargan grins, proud of his craft. I've been smithing for nigh on 50 years now, and I've never met a blade I couldn't forge or repair. I've never met a blade I couldn't forge or a repair I couldn't make. I've even made a few magical blades in my time, though I prefer to stick to more traditional methods. But you didn't actually come here to talk to me about smithing, though, did you? No, I didn't. He's perceptive. Turn to 244. You ask Dargan about the Inferno Blade, and his eyes light up with excitement. Oh, we should have opened with that then. Ah, the Inferno Blade, he says. A weapon of legend. I've heard tales of the power, of how it can melt even the toughest steel and ice, and it's not just its destructive capabilities that fascinate me. I've always dreamed of studying its craftsmanship, alright mate, get a room, or learning the secrets of its creation. It's said to be the work of the finest forge masters in the land, and I long to know their techniques. I've heard rumours that it's hidden somewhere in Red Rock, but I've no idea where to find it. If you're planning on embarking on this quest, I'd be grateful if you brought it back here for me to study. No, I need it. I need it to kill the ice pirate, mate. I would do it myself, but I have a business to run and a family to support. I'm sure you understand. Well, pay me then. The other guy's paying me. Oh, hang on. Dargan hands you a finely crafted blade. Your sword has seen better days, he says, eyeing the nicks and chips on your weapon. This one will serve you better, trust me. You thank him for the gift and tuck the new sword into your belt. This finely crafted sword will add 1 to your hero score. There we go, look, we're upgraded already. Boom! 4 points. So we can find passage to Red Rock now, or we can try and find out more about dark magic. Shall we? We'll do a bit of investigation, shall we? It's clear. You know, two lots of people now have said they think it's Red Rock. We'll try there soon, but let's inquire. Let's make inquiries. You've got to know your enemy, haven't you? You decide to seek out knowledge on the dark magic that may have brought the Ice Pirate back from the dead. The town's library, with its extensive collection of scrolls, books and knowledgeable scholars, is the perfect place to start your research. You make your way to the library, eager to uncover any clues that may help you. You enter the grand hall of the Edgevale Library, your footsteps echoing off the polished stone floor. You've heard that this is the place to go for knowledge, and you feel the answers you seek about the Ice Pirate and dark magic may be found within these walls. As you approach the desk, a small man in a light brown robe looks up with curious eyes. Greetings, traveller, he says, his voice soft and refined. I am Abius, one of the librarians here. How may I be of assistance? We can inquire about the Ice Pirate, or we can delve into the subject of dark magic. I feel like the Ice Pirate conversation would segue into the dark magic conversation. But if we just start saying, hey, I want to learn about dark magic, are alarm bells going to go off in his head? Well, that's what we're doing. We've come in to look for dark magic. I don't care if alarm bells go off. We'll stop him before he can call for backup. And what's a librarian going to do? Nothing. I've just got a new sword. Dark magic. It's a dangerous and forbidden practice. It's said to be able to bring the dead back to life, but at great cost and consequence. It is not something to be trifled with. Archans are skilled practitioners of magic, studying for many years to master the craft. Myrina is one such Arcan. She's known to frequent a place called the Red Hand, a gambling den in Edgevale. It's not a place for the faint of heart, and I recommend caution if you decide to seek her out. Well, we've only got one option. To head for the Red Hand in search of Myrina. Turn to 171. We don't need to be cautious. We got a new sword. 171. You head to the seedier side of Edgevale. Now we're talking. Where the shadows seem to linger and the buildings lean in close. Here you come upon a run-down establishment known as the Red Hand. The stench of ale and sweat greets you as you push open the door. Ugh. Oh, that's a bit too descriptive, isn't it? Gross. You scan the room, noting the various lowlifes scattered throughout. You then spot a hooded figure in the corner, her gaze fixed upon you with a cold intensity. I think I've pulled. I've only just got here. Somebody's interested. To get closer to the hooded figure, turn to 81, or to scan the room for other potential sources of information, turn to 30. Shall we do a bit of a... Shall we be a bit of a Frodo? We'll sit at a table, right? And then when the barman comes, we'll be like, hey, who's that? Who's that over there? Oh, round here he's known as Strider. No, not this one. Not this one. This one is definitely a lady. It says her gaze. We know it's a lady. Even though she's got a hood on. She must have big norks. No, we're going to get closer to the hooded figure. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. You there? Ooh. We've got a picture. Picture of the hooded figure. Apparently not. That's like... That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Well, we don't have one. I'll just have to show you. There's the hooded figure in the corner. Ignore that. Ignore that one. I can't even see where I'm pointing. The hooded figure at the bar seems out of place even in this rough, rowdy establishment. They exude danger, their posture tense and ready for a fight. They seem to be on edge, as if they expect someone to come after them at any moment. Are they a junkie? Are you a drug dealer? As you approach, they turn to you with a scowl, clearly unhappy that they've been disturbed. It's clear now that the person before you is an Arcan. Is it? Is it? Are we racially profiling them? To introduce yourself and ask their name, turn to 202. To ask about dark magic, turn to 5. To ask about the ice pirate, turn to 180. Well, the guy at the library said that Arcans are very familiar with dark magic. Noi. But I feel like we should at least introduce ourselves. I'm Rusty. Hello. Who are you? The Arcan sneers at you as you approach, her hand instinctively going to the small dagger hidden in her sleeve. Who the hell are you? And what do you want? She growls, her voice dripping with venom. Oh my god, she's poisonous. I don't have time for idle chit-chat with strangers. If you've got something to say, spit it out, or get the hell out of my sight. It's a bit rude. We can ask her about dark magic, we can ask about the ice pirate, or we can respond to her threat. I mean, she's the one, she's gone for the knife. I don't know. It's not who starts the fight, it's who ends it, isn't it? Shall we be the bigger man, though? Let's look. We got off on the wrong foot. I'm just here because I want to talk about dark magic, and apparently your kind do that sort of thing. It's not racial, but that's what the librarian told me. So, the Arcan's eyes flash with anger as you ask about dark magic. She stands up from the bar, knocking her stool over, and glares at you. I don't know what you're talking about, she snarls, her voice low and dangerous, but I don't take kindly to people poking their nose into my business. Stay away from me! With that, she storms out of the Red Hand. We can follow her, or we can see who else there is to talk to. I mean, she clearly doesn't want to talk to us, and I feel like if we follow her, we are going to get ourselves into a bit of trouble. But, I mean, our hero score is 4 now. I don't know what hers is if we got into a fight with her. But let's see who else there is to talk to. I'm sure our paths may cross again. You scan the room for anyone who might be more inclined to speak with you. The dice game in the corner seems like it could be run by a couple of sharp-eyed gamblers, but you're not sure if they're the type to share information. The innkeeper is busy tending to the needs of his patrons, and the rest of the room is filled with revelers who seem more interested in getting drunk than chatting with an adventurer. You have to be careful who you approach if you want to learn anything. We could throw our luck in with the dice game, or we could try the innkeeper. Let's speak to Jeremy Innkeeper, shall we? 187. 187. Oh, his name's not Jeremy. You approach Tobin, the innkeeper of the Red Hand. How do we know everyone's name, by the way? Hoping he may have overheard any whispers about the ice pirate, the use of dark magic, or the rumoured location of the powerful Inferno blade. As the proprietor of a popular establishment known for its loose lips and discreet ears, Tobin could be a valuable source of information. Ah, I know why you're here, Tobin says as you approach him. Seedale came by a few days ago asking if I'd heard anything about that ice pirate or any strange goings on. I told him I hadn't, but I've been keeping my ears open since then, and I've got to say, I've seen that Arcan woman in here a lot lately. Myrina, I think she's called. She's been meeting with all sorts of shady characters. I even overheard her talking about heading to Red Rock to look for something of great importance. Well, there we go, strike 3. Red Rock for the Inferno blade, eh? I figured Cedar would send someone by to check in with me, so I made sure to keep my ears open for any useful information. The Arcan must have a lead on the Inferno blade. You should get to Red Rock as soon as possible, and that now is our only option. We've dallied too long in town. All other avenues of investigation are closed to us. We must now seek passage to Red Rock. You know that Red Rock is your next destination, and you need to find a quicker way to get there than on foot. You head to the market square and look for the town's notice board. As you scan the bills that have been posted, you notice that Thomas is hiring out his wagon and offering his services as a driver for a reasonable fee. You make a mental note of his location by the town gate at the stables, and decide to waste no time seeking him out. You make your way to the town gate and soon spot Thomas's wagon. He's a grizzled older man with a rough appearance, but he seems to be in good spirits. You ask him about hiring his services for the journey to Red Rock, and he nods in agreement. I can get you there in a day, he says, but it'll cost you. I'll need 2 gold coins up front. You have to pay for the horses' food and board along the way. You agree to the terms and hand over the coins, eager to embark on your journey to find the Inferno Blade. Remove 2 gold from your sheet, so that puts us on 58 gold. Boop, boop. 58. And let's just refresh our memory of what we've got right now. We've just got golden potions. That's all we have right now. Turn to 49. Let's. But before we read 49, let's have some of that tea. It shouldn't burn my face now. Look at this mug, by the way. Look, it's got skeletons on it. It's quite big as well. Look at it compared to my face. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's like a mug and a half. It's like a mug and a half. It's a good one. It's nice. It's like it's metal on the inside, so I think it keeps the heat a bit longer. Maybe. I don't know the properties of heat transfer in various materials. Maybe I'm making that up. Sitting in the back of the wagon, you feel a sense of comfort. Thomas's horses are strong and steady, and the rocking of the wagon lulls you into a peaceful state. The sights and sounds of nature pass you by as you travel deeper into the forest outside Edgevale, the sun shining through the canopy above. Your rest earns you 4 health points. We haven't lost any. Well, that's good. So we have skipped at least 1 fight then, or we've not skipped. We've avoided, because there's not really any skipping things in these games, is there? You just you pick a path or you pick a different path, and you know some things may pass you by, some things you might avoid, but you don't skip things. But as the journey continues, a chill begins to seep into the air. The horses start to whine and stamp their feet, sensing something amiss. Animals can tell. They can always... And always the horses as well, isn't it? Thomas curses and jumps down from the driver's seat to investigate. As you peer through the misty veil ahead, you realise you stumbled upon a treacherous stretch of land, shrouded in an otherworldly fog. It's clear that you'll need to proceed with caution if you want to make it through unscathed. Do we follow Thomas into the mist or stay behind and keep watch? Well, I'll stay in the wagon, because I don't know where he's gone, and I don't want to get lost in the fog, so let's wait here for now, shall we? You look to the road ahead anxiously, unable to see where Thomas went. You call out, and in response, a terrifying scream pierces the air. Ah! It's cut off suddenly. Oh, hang on. Ah! There, it's like that. It's cut off suddenly, and your heart races as you realise the danger that Thomas must be in. Without a second thought, you plunge into the mist, determined to find and protect your companion. As you stumble through the fog, you almost trip over what appears to be a log, but upon closer inspection, you see it is the frozen body of Thomas. His face is twisted in sheer terror, and you feel a surge of determination to avenge his death. Suddenly, you hear a noise behind you, and turn to see 2 undead pirates emerging from the fog. They are grotesquely blue, their bones sharpened with icicles, as they charge towards you with bloodthirsty screams. Oh my goodness! 268. I think we'll have a fight on our hands now. 268. The undead pirates are ghastly creatures with blue, frostbitten skin stretched tight over their bones. They have sharp icicles jutting out from their joints, and their eyes glow with a sinister, otherworldly light. They seem to have no care for their safety, attacking with reckless abandon and screaming as they charge towards you. Despite their decayed appearance, they are formidable opponents, able to withstand multiple blows and continuing to fight on. You must fight the pirates one at a time. There are 2 of them. One has an enemy score of 3, so it's just free damage for us now. It's free damage. And one has 4. Let's start. So, the first one, anything we roll is just going to do damage. He's got a life of 7, so we'll just keep on hitting him until he's dead. 2, 4, 5, 8, boom. First one, dead. It says here, though, if you are struck by an enemy, they'll do an extra point of damage as their icy blade bites into your flesh. And this one, we've got an enemy 4. That's the same as us. So I suppose free hit. Maybe we didn't think through the revision to our stats here. We should maybe have bumped up this first enemy. But oh well. Too late now. We'll roll. It'll be an easy... He's dead. He's dead. If you survive, of course we did. Turn to 90. Turn to 90. Or maybe it was just the ice pirate needed to come down a bit. You lay the frozen body of Thomas to rest by the side of the road. His death a harsh reminder of the dangers ahead. The thought of leaving him alone in the wilderness weighs heavy on your heart. You do what you can, covering his body with branches and fallen leaves in a small yet honourable funeral. Then you return to the wagon and push on to Red Rock with a steely determination. The memory of Thomas's last moments and the knowledge that he will not have a proper burial haunt you as you make your way towards your destination. Does it haunt me so much that I don't take my 2 gold coins back though? He's not going to need them, is he? I mean, we're not going to need them, are we? I mean, we've got 58 gold. What can we spend it on? We'll find out. We'll find out. We're not gonna loot his body. Maybe he can use those 2 gold coins on the other side. 58. As you approach Red Rock, you're struck by the imposing walls that encircle the town. Built from a deep red stone, they tower above you, casting long shadows in the setting sun. The town is located in a desert region, and you can see the high walls help protect it from frequent sandstorms. The gates are open, and you pass through, the sound of your horse's hooves clattering on the hard-packed dirt of the street. The streets are bustling with merchants and traders, each hawking their wares in loud voices. The buildings are tall, many of them multi-storied, with balconies and terraces overlooking the streets. The town has a fortress-like castle in the centre that's off-limits. The air is thick with the scent of spices and incense, making it clear this is a town of wealth and trade. Does the name Amir mean anything to you? It doesn't. We haven't noted it in our sheet. So we don't do that. Do we head to the bazaar? Or do we investigate the castle? Well, I mean, I was just saying, what can we spend our gold on? Shall we have a look? Let's go to the bazaar. 155. 155, 155. The Inferno Blade. You're sure it's within the city of Red Rock, yet you need a lead, a trail to follow. You press on deeper into the bustling market, the sea of colourful stalls and tents surrounding you. You keep your senses sharp, scanning the crowds for any sign, any hint that may guide you closer to your goal. You listen to the whispers and murmur of merchants and locals. Every piece of information is valuable. Your determination grows stronger as you get closer to discovering the whereabouts of the coveted blade, one step at a time. Are we getting closer though? Because we're not talking to anyone. As you make your way towards the outer reaches of the bazaar, a flicker of movement catches your eye. 2 hooded figures standing still and staring in your direction. As you move closer, a spark of recognition flits through your mind, and you're certain that you recognize one of them. Without hesitation, you break into a brisk stride, intent on confronting them. But they catch wind of your approach, and with a sudden burst of movement, they scatter in different directions, disappearing into the crowd. Your pursuit begins as you dart after one of them, determined to discover the truth behind their presence here and their connection to your quest. Oh, we can head left or head right. Let's go. We'll always go left. I wonder if I said that when I was writing it. You set off in pursuit, determined to close the gap between you and the hooded figure. They're quick and nimble, darting through the crowds of people in the bazaar and into the twisting streets of Red Rock. You push your legs harder, your heart pounding in your chest as the chase intensifies. Your quarry leads you up a narrow alley. You have them cornered. We can call out to them, we can draw our sword. Let's call out to them. Oi! Oi! What are you doing? As you close in on the hooded figure, your hand instinctively moves to the hilt of your sword, ready to defend yourself if necessary. The figure before you is a man, and he snarls like a cornered animal as you approach. But you're not intimidated, of course. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything. You stand your ground, your gaze steady, and your determination unshaken. You realise that this man must know of your quest and why you're here. He holds information you desperately need. The hooded man may be your enemy, but he's also a key to unravelling the secrets you seek, and you'll do whatever it takes to get the information you need. That's right, whatever. I'll bum him. I'll bum him until he talks. Is that an option? We'll find out. We turn to 195 first. You've come for the blade, haven't you? The man says, his voice rough and low. He reaches up and lowers his hood to reveal a heavily scarred face. I can take you to it, but it's not going to come easy. If you want my help, you have to make it worth my while. The glint of greed and opportunity in his eyes is unmistakable, but you weigh your options. The man's knowledge of the blade's whereabouts could be priceless, and the cost of getting there may well be worth the price. Do we pay him off, or do we threaten him? We're going to threaten him. Of course we are. I've got my hand on my sword. I've come too far. You don't trust this man. His words and actions reek of deceit. You're sure he would lead you into a trap without a second thought. With a sharp reflex, you quickly unsheath your dagger and press it against his throat, your eyes locked on his, snarling through gritted teeth. Talk! Tell me what I want to know, or else! Or I'm such a tough guy, or else! Your tone is menacing, making it clear that you won't hesitate to take whatever action necessary, including bumming, to get the information you need. He may have led you here, but now the tables are turned, and you're in control. Alright, the man cries out in desperation as you press your dagger deeper against his throat. You got me! The Inferno Blade can be found beneath the Citadel of Sands, but getting in won't be easy. The place is heavily guarded by the Guardians of Flame. They won't let you pass without the passcode, and unless you're one of them, you'll have to fight your way in. The code is 73. Let's write that down. Let's write that down. 73. Code. That's useful. That's useful information. Thank you, bad guy. It's some sort of secret number known only to the Guardians. Well, I knew that number anyway. I know numbers. With that, the man manages to slip from your grasp and takes off again. But you're not bothered. You now have a lead and set your sights on the Citadel of Sands, ready to face whatever challenges may come your way in pursuit of the powerful magic weapon. The fiery orb of the sun sinks below the horizon as you traverse through the bustling streets towards the heart of the desert city, the grand Citadel of Sands looming ahead. The closer you get, the more the crowds thin, as if the imposing fortress casts a shadow of fear. A lone figure catches your eye as you finally stand before the towering walls. A ragged beggar, sitting idly in the sand at the base of the citadel. His weathered face turns up to you as he speaks. What brings a traveller such as yourself to the Citadel of Sands? The citadel holds many secrets, but also many dangers. Alright. We can ignore the beggar and walk past. We can give him a coin and enter. Or we can talk to him. Let's talk to him. We're not going to be rude. We're not a dickhead. You don't look like you belong in these parts, stranger, says the beggar, a sly grin creeping across his face. You reply that you've come to explore the castle. The beggar's expression turns serious. He stands to his full height, revealing an unexpected bulkiness and the hilt of a sword at his waist. I'm afraid you can go no further, he says firmly. Without the passcode, you'll not be passing these gates. If you know the passcode, turn to the number you've been given. Otherwise, turn to 276. We've been given a code of 73. Thank you very much. You confidently recite the passcode. 73. But to your dismay, the man shakes his head. Nice try, stranger, but that's not it. Bastard, your heart sinks as you realise you've been deceived, and you curse yourself for trusting the hooded stranger. Well, I'm taking that off my list then. That was obviously bullshit. He gave me duff information. It's just what I expect from a bad guy. Turn to 276. Okay, we've put our foot in it by giving the wrong code. 276. Now joined by two fierce-looking companions, the beggar draws his sword and levels it at you. You were a fool to come here, he sneers. The Inferno Blade is not for the likes of you. You're not going to be able to get past them without a fight. You grip your sword tighter, ready to defend yourself, and press forward with your quest. So we've got two guys and the beggar. You know it will be a fierce and grueling battle, but nothing will stop you from achieving your goal. The enemies stand before you, ready to strike. You can feel the adrenaline pumping as you take in their movements, readying yourself for the fight ahead. Fight the enemies one at a time. Okay. We've got a difference of 1 between me and the first Guardian. So 2s or above. This will be easy. Right, 1 damage. He's got 9 health. Another 3 damage. Another 1 damage. So what's that? 5? 8? He damages me! But only by 1. But only by 1. That's our first hit point down. And last one, boom, he's down. Next one, enemy 4, life 10. So doesn't matter what we roll. We'll just count that as a win. Won't even roll. Beggar though, enemy 5. So anything but 1s. Boom. 2. Nice. 6. 1. Oh, great. If you win, we have turn to 161. 161. Citadel of Sands looms ahead, its walls made of ancient sandstone worn down by the relentless winds of the desert. As you approach the massive wooden doors, you can see they've stood the test of time, their intricate carvings still visible despite the harsh elements. But the door is tightly sealed, and it will take all your strength to break through. We can try and break down the door, or we can do what I think is a smarter option. Look for another way in. Let's do that. 64. You spot a section of the wall worn down by the relentless sandstorms. You pull out your sword and begin to chip away at the loose stones, creating a hole just large enough for you to slip through. You make your way across the entrance hall, your footsteps echoing off the sandstone walls. As you reach the grand door, you take a moment to admire its intricate carvings of ancient battles and kings long forgotten. With a steady push, the door opens with a groan, revealing the grand chamber beyond. The throne room stretches out before you, its grandeur now faded with time. A large dais stands at the far end, upon which a grand throne sits, its once gilded surface now dulled and worn. A towering statue of a fierce warrior stands guard behind the grand throne, its chiseled features and imposing stance a testament to the power and might of the ancient kings who once sat upon the throne. 2 doorways flank the throne. We can inspect the throne, we can try the left door, we can try the right door. Well, we could sit down on the throne, could we not? Should we do that? 97. We're going to inspect the throne. The throne, crafted from the same red sandstone as the citadel itself, glimmers in the dim light. Intricate patterns of jewels and gold adorn its surface. As you examine the throne, you can't help but wonder if any of the precious adornments could be pried loose with your dagger. We could try and loosen some jewels, or leave it as it is. We're here, why not? Let's do it. 200. 200. You slide your dagger beneath one of the jewels, and with a satisfying pop, it comes loose in your hand. Suddenly, a crack echoes through the chamber, and the statue behind the throne comes to life, its towering form looming over you as it brandishes its weapon. Do you stand and fight this formidable foe, risking certain death? Or do you turn and flee, choosing to live another day? Well, I don't really like the way that's written. It makes it a very one-sided choice, doesn't it? I'm going to turn and flee. Run! Turn to 139. I'm not certain death. Get out of here. 139. You turn and sprint for the open door on your right, the statue's weapon narrowly missing you as it crashes into the ground behind you. Your heart races as you dart through the doorway and down the passage, determined to put as much distance between yourself and the animated statue as possible. Hopefully we get away. As you step through the door's threshold, the musty air of the passage envelops you. The dim light casts eerie shadows on the walls, casting an ominous glow on the ancient stone. The passage stretches out before you, its length uncertain, but you press on. As you progress down the passage, your eyes scan the walls, searching for any signs of a potential exit. Your attention is drawn to an alcove on the left, where a door stands firmly in place, its weathered surface and rusted handle hinting at its age and disuse. Do we continue up the passage or open the door? I'm a bit curious, and I do like to investigate. It's sometimes it can be a bit risky and dangerous, but sometimes it's very worth it. Let's open the door. That's good tea. That's good tea. You enter the room and realise it is completely empty. No furniture, no decorations, nothing. Nothing but bare walls. As you turn to leave, you notice the door through which you entered has vanished, replaced by a cracked wall covered in mysterious writing. You kneel in closer to inspect the markings and can make out a few words. Speak the incantation. Turn to 83. You search your memory, desperately trying to recall if anyone had spoken of an incantation before. No, nobody has. Nobody. Maybe if we got given the right code word, that beggar might have been a bit more useful to us. If you cannot think of anything, then you will surely be stuck in this room forever. Suddenly, a phrase echoes in your head. You speak it out loud. We've got 3 options: unlock the secrets, awaken the hidden door, or open the veil. I'm going to go for awaken the hidden door, because the door is gone and I would like it back. So that's the one I'm picking. 273. 273. The words of the incantation echo through the empty chamber, and to your surprise, the very walls begin to shift and contort. The cracks in the bricks seem to dance and rearrange themselves, forming a large iron door where once there was only solid stone. Turn to 135. That well, all right. I think we picked the right one then. I'm pretty sure the other two lead to just death. So lucky us. Lucky us. With a roar of determination, you throw your weight against the ancient door, straining against its unyielding mass. The door creaks and groans, but finally gives way, revealing a staircase that winds deep into the earth. You take a deep breath and steel yourself for the unknown as you begin your descent into the darkness. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, they lead you into a small room. The air is thick with the smell of death and decay. Your eyes scan the room, noting the pressure plates on the floor, clearly set to spring some deadly trap. The only way to continue your quest is to cross the plates and reach the opening on the other side of the room. You can't help but feel a chill run down your spine as you glance at the skeleton of a long-dead adventurer lying beside the pressure plates, a grim reminder of the danger that awaits. Inspect the skeleton or inspect the plates? Let's inspect the skeleton first. Look, there's that's the picture we wanted before. All right, these pictures are all in the wrong order. These pictures are all in the wrong order. Which one do we actually want for the skeleton? There he is. There he is. You crouch and look closer at the long-dead adventurer, their bones picked clean by time and the elements. There's an eerie resemblance between their attire and your own. You can't help but wonder what fate befell them in this treacherous place. A leather-bound journal lies discarded behind the skeleton. You quickly retrieve it and flip through its pages. You also find a health potion. Well, that's useful. It's useless to this adventurer now, you think, as you take it. Yes, I'll take it. Well, that's good. So now we've got 4 health potions. 4 health potions. Did I do the art? I did not. I did not. But the cover. I'll send you. I can send you the picture later. That's based on me at my wedding day, where the pirate is holding a gun in his right hand. That's me holding a glass of rum, and I'm really smashed. Yeah. So this is book 1, by the way. Welcome in. Book 2 we'll be reading afterwards. This is released on Monday, but it's a sneak peek tonight. We're playing this one first, though, just to get into it. So we've got the health potion. Now we turn to 241. Let's see what was in his journal, shall we? Once, in a faraway land, a giant dragon named Maghos ruled over the land. Maghos was feared by all, as his breath could turn even the strongest of warriors to ashes. But one day, a brave knight named Aurelia challenged Maghos to a duel. Aurelia knew that to defeat the dragon, she needed to find its weakness. She searched high and low, and eventually found a wise old wizard who told her that the dragon's weakness was a combination of 3 elements. With this knowledge, Aurelia set out to challenge Maghos. When they met, Maghos breathed fire at her, but she used her shield to deflect it back at the dragon, extinguishing its flames. Then she used her wind magic to blow away the smoke, leaving Maghos disoriented. Finally, she unleashed a stream of water from her sword, dousing the dragon and putting out the last embers of the fire. With the dragon defeated, the land was finally free from Maghos' reign of terror. Excuse me. Choking on nothing. You read and reread the pages of the leather-bound tome, and a glint of hope shines in your eye. It appears that the book holds valuable information that could help navigate the trap laid out before you. With a deep breath, you steel yourself and step towards the first pressure plate. You study the pressure plates on the floor, arranged in a 3x3 grid. It's a trap! It's a tarp! It's a tarp. Oh, okay. What? Just to... There was a leak, and we're just covering it over. Each plate bears an intricate symbol etched upon it. A flame, a droplet of water, and a gust of wind. Let us step forward. I think we've got the order, haven't we? 114. Which plate will you step on? Fire. 252. You step cautiously onto the plate etched with a flame symbol. As it depresses beneath your weight, you hold your breath, expecting some tarp to be triggered. But to your relief, nothing happens. You must have chosen the correct path. Ahead of you lies another row of plates, each bearing the same symbols of flame, water, and wind. Now you must choose your next step wisely, for one wrong move could spell disaster. We're going wind. Oh God, what's happening? You step onto the wind plate and are again relieved as nothing is triggered. The final choice awaits you, a single step on one of the 3 symbols before you, with the exit behind them. It's going to be water, 59. You step onto the final plate safely and can now leave the room. You are grateful to have avoided the fate of the adventurer who came before you, but you still cannot shake off the feeling that the worst may still be yet to come. Fuck me. Turn to 271. The next room is a large chamber with flickering torches casting shadows on the walls. The walls are adorned with ancient symbols and carvings. A large pedestal sits at the centre of the room, upon which sits a glowing crystal. In one corner of the chamber is a small altar, upon which sits a large book. A large door stands at the opposite side. We can inspect the book, or the crystal, or go through the door. Let's look at the book, shall we? We learned something useful from the last book. Sideburns. Let's look how white it is. Where are we? The ancient tome is bound in leather, and its pages are filled with strange images and symbols that seem to shift and change in the dim light. As you study the tome, you find it difficult to make sense of the ancient script, but you can make out one sentence that stands out from the rest. Follow the path of the serpent and avoid the breath of the dragon. We can now inspect the crystal or go through the door. Let's go through the door. As you push open the door and enter a tunnel, You can feel a growing heat emanating beyond. You begin to make your way down the tunnel. The air is thick with the smell of smoke and ash, and you can feel the heat growing more intense with every step. The tunnel seems to be taking you even deeper into the earth. Finally, the tunnel ends, and you find yourself standing at the edge of a vast chamber. Flip too many pages. Before you, you see two holes. One at floor level, and the other at eye level. Both holes are just about big enough for you to squeeze through, and you can see that they lead to different parts of the chamber. The floor level hole leads to a narrow passageway, while the eye level hole leads to a higher platform. What did the thing say? It said follow the path of the snake. So we'll go through the floor level hole. 160. You drop to your belly and begin to squeeze yourself through the tight tunnel. As you reach the exit, there's barely enough space to stand in the tight passageway you find yourself in. You can see light coming from the end, and you know it's your way out. You move slowly but surely, making your way toward the light. Maybe I'm dead, and I'm heading towards the light. Who knew? I died. I died back at Edgevale. Path of Roses not available. No, two paths. Where are we headed? Because I've got my numbers all wrong. So that one says 149. So here we are now. This is what we see before us. Hey Jazz, how are you doing? You emerge from the tight passage and find yourself in a chamber filled with molten lava. The heat is intense and you can feel sweat pouring down your face. You quickly survey the room, searching for a way to escape. Your eyes are drawn to a small chain hanging from the underside of a platform above you, and a gap in the wall across the lava. We're going to jump it. We can try for the gap, or we can jump to the chain. Are we going to like Indiana Jones it and swing across? Let's go for the chain. Let's go for the chain. You hurl yourself towards the chain, arms outstretched. You know that this is your only hope of escaping the chamber filled with molten lava. You see the chain getting closer and closer, and you can feel the heat of the lava on your skin. As your fingers clasp the chain, the heat of the metal blisters your hands instantly, and you let out a cry of pain. Ah! The pain is unbearable, and you instinctively release your grip, dropping toward the lava. Oh no, you're falling! And you know you're about to meet your demise. If you have any fate points and wish to use one, I do. If you have the heart of an ice elemental, I don't. Alright, so it's fate point or death, I think. Let's use a fate point. We've got 5 of them. Now we've got 4 of them. We're going to go to 145. We've used the fate point. 145. Just as you're about to fall into the lava, you manage to snatch the bottom of the chain before it's too late. With all your willpower and strength, you keep a firm grip on the chain. You swing to the other side and land on the solid ground ahead of the gap before you. Oh, that was a close one. Nearly died. How embarrassing would that be? I wrote this, and if I die, that's like, it's not a good advert, is it? You approach the gap with caution, peering into the darkness beyond. Your senses are heightened, and you can feel an eerie sensation emanating from within. It's as if the very air is alive with the energy of both chilling cold and intense heat simultaneously. The gap leads you into a grand chamber, the walls glimmering with a blue light. I think we've got another picture coming up as well. The walls are made of a smooth, transparent ice that reflects the light in a mesmerizing way, making the room feel otherworldly. The floors smooth and made of obsidian. In the centre of the room stands a tall obsidian plinth, and upon it lies the object of your quest. Here, where is it? The object of our quest. There. The Inferno Blade. The sword is a work of art. The blade is wreathed in flames, and the hilt is intricately carved with images of dragons and other mythical creatures. They don't even get a mention. Just dragons and others. You can feel your heart pounding with excitement. This is the key to defeating the Ice Pirate and saving your people. You reach out your hand and take hold of the Inferno Blade, feeling the power of the weapon flow through your body. You are now ready for whatever lies ahead, for you are now the wielder of the Inferno Blade. Oh my god, we've got to add it to our inventory. We've got to add it to the Inferno Blade. Interestingly, that one doesn't say it increases our stats, not like the finely crafted one we got from Dargan earlier. But there we are, look, we've got Inferno Blade. Oh man, we're smashing it. We're smashing it. Turn to 133. I'm doing it. With the Inferno Blade in hand, you retrace your steps through the treacherous halls and chambers, keenly aware that each of them may still contain dangers. As you make your way back to ground level, the heat of the desert sun beats down on you. You're once again in the Citadel of Sands. Your next step should be finding passage back to Edgevale. Hi Alex, how are you? 170, that's where we're going. We're reading adventure stories today, choosing your own. This is called Terror of the Ice Pirate. It's one that I've written. And afterwards, assuming we survive, we'll move on to this one, which is another one I've written that is released on Monday. So we're doing a little sneak peek tonight. You make your way to the city gates, scanning the bustling streets for any sign of transport that could take you on the next leg of your journey. But as you survey the crowded thoroughfare, you find no carriages for hire. Just as your hopes begin to fade, your eyes fall upon a young couple loading a sturdy wagon with crates and barrels. You approach them and strike up conversation, inquiring about their travels. They introduce themselves as traders bound for the bustling port city of Riversend with their wares. Edgevale, your destination, lies but a short distance from Riversend, and you quickly come to an agreement with the traders, securing passage on their wagon for the next stage of your journey. I wrote it. Yes, I did write this. So this one was released in February, Jazz, and I've been working on it for a while. This one that is released on Monday, I actually started work on years ago before this one. And it was originally going to be just a story, a novel. I was writing it for my daughter, and she was like the main character in it. But yeah, then they've changed into choose your own adventure ones. So yeah, that's book 2, and book 3. Well, we'll see. It's on the way. Where are we going? We've come to an agreement. I don't know what the agreement is. I think maybe the guy is a cuck. And the wife wants him to watch me, fuck her? I don't know. 25, that's where we're going. You say these are very fun. The one we tried on Tuesday, we tried this on Tuesday, Beneath Nightmare Castle. It's one of the original Fighting Fantasy ones, so this one's from 1987. And we died within 5 minutes of starting this book on Tuesday. It was bullshit. We made 2 choices, and then it was like instant dead. And so overall, we died like 4 times in about an hour. And I was done with it. This book is lucky to still be here. Fuck you, book. Yeah, it was very hard. As the wagon trundles out of the gates of Red Rock, you settle in among the crates and barrels, feeling a little cramped, but determined to reach your destination. The traders, Marcus and Kara, sit up front, guiding the horses with expert hands. Kara turns to you, her eyes curious. So, what brings a traveller such as yourself to Red Rock? She asks, her voice carrying over the clatter of hooves on cobblestones. We can tell them about our quest, we can tell them we were sightseeing, or tell them my business is my own. That's a bit rude. I don't think we should be telling them about the quest, so let's just say we were sightseeing, shall we? You tell them of your intention to explore the ancient ruins of the Citadel of Sands, but upon your arrival you found that entry was forbidden. Undeterred, you decided to explore the famous bazaar at the heart of Red Rock, delving into its many shops and merchant stalls in search of treasures and curiosities. I think she'll buy that. She'll buy that. 143, that's where we turn it to. That's quite odd, Marcus says, his brow furrowed. We've been trading at the bazaar for the past week, and I'm certain we would have remembered encountering someone with your distinctive appearance. What were you trying to say? What is about my appearance? You don't blend in with these parts' usual patrons. We can change the subject or ask him if he's calling me a liar. Again, I think that's a bit rude. We are getting like a free ride here. Let's change the subject. 225. You steer the conversation away from yourself, sensing their suspicion. Instead, you inquire about their trading endeavours, the goods they specialise in, and their thoughts on various regions of the land. They seem eager to share their experiences and knowledge, and the tension from before dissipates as they delve into their tales of trade and adventure. Oh good, we got away with it. We got away with it. Turn to 172. The wagon comes to a screeching halt, and Marcus's face contorts with worry. He points ahead, and you see an Arcan standing on the road ahead, bow fully drawn and aimed in your direction. Do we hide among the crates or confront the Arcan? Let's hide for the moment. Let's see how this plays out. We might be able to slip past unnoticed. 78, is that where we're going? Yeah. You crouch low behind the crates, your heart pounding in your chest. The Arcan's presence here can only mean one thing. They are after you. Your hand tightens around the hilt of the Inferno blade, ready for whatever comes next. The Arcan's voice echoes through the air, a woman's voice, cold and commanding. "Surrender the one you're hiding, and no one needs to get hurt," she calls out. You feel Kara's eyes on you, questioning, but you dare not move a muscle. The fate of your quest, and possibly your life, hangs in the balance. Do you shake your head and continue hiding, or do we confront the Arcan? I mean, she knows I'm here. Let's step out. The Arcan may be skilled, but you will not stand idly by and let innocent lives be taken to protect your own. You unsheath your blade and ready yourself for battle. It's an Arcan assassin. Alright, they've only got a life of 6. And we need really anything but a 1. Oh no! We anything but a 1. Fuck you, 1. Alright, well, let's go again. Right, boom, that's 1 damage to her. 3 damage to her. Oh no, another 1. And then, boom, she's dead. But we took some hits. If you survive, turn to 80. See how quick the combat was there? Marcus steps forward. Thank you. I'm sure that Arcan would have killed us if you had not acted. I regret to inform you we cannot continue this journey with you. My wife's safety is of utmost importance. But please, take one of my horses as a token of our gratitude. You understand the situation and express your thanks to Marcus before mounting the horse and bidding them farewell, wishing them safe travels. Oh, lucky. We could have, I think, still hidden, and they would have ended up dead. So that wouldn't have looked good on us as a hero, would us? You push your horse to its limits, the wind whipping through your hair as you gallop through the dark. The road ahead is treacherous and uncertain, but you're determined to reach Edgevale no matter the cost. As you get closer to your destination, the air around you grows colder, the chill of an icy presence creeping up on you. Oh no. Oh no, are the pirates here? Are the pirates here? No, you ride to your destination without incidents. And as you emerge from the forest on your horse, you're shocked to see the entire town of Edgevale covered in ice. Buildings, streets, and even the people are frozen solid. You dismount your horse and lead it to a nearby hilltop to get a better view. Out at sea, you spot a large ship. It has to be the Frostfire, the ice pirate ship. You decide to set your horse free and make your way to the beach. Oh god, it's not looking good for the townsfolk. Blizzard is fierce and the snow stings your face as you trudge through it. The wind howls, making it hard to see much of anything. You feel numb and struggle to move your legs. Do you have a silver ring? Do we have a silver ring? No. No, we don't. Bad luck. If not, turn to 194. Alright, we have no silver ring. As you trudge through the blizzard, the icy winds howling around you, the bitter cold begins to seep into your bones. Your fingers and toes are numb, and your entire body is shivering. Every step feels like a struggle as the weight of the snow and the relentless cold press down upon you. Remove 2 of our health points. Oh god, we're down to half health now. Do you think we should have one of our health potions? I think we should. That puts us back up 5, so... There we go. Let's remove... How many did we have? We had 4 health potions. So we'll put that down to 3. Alright. Turn to 207. So that's not far away. A small shack appears through the swirling snow, beckoning like a beacon of hope. You force your tired legs to move faster, the thought of warmth and shelter driving you forward. You finally reach the door, wrench it open and collapse inside, grateful for the respite from the unforgiving storm. Turn to 149. Your eyes scan the single room, taking in the empty crates and scattered bottles. You quickly gather up what little dry wood you can find, and with some effort start a small fire in the corner. The flame flickers to life, casting a warm orange glow throughout the room. As you take a moment to rest and warm yourself by the fire, your eyes fall upon a small trapdoor in the floor, hidden among the debris. Do we investigate the trapdoor or wait out the blizzard? Let's investigate the trapdoor. 28. You brush the debris aside to uncover the trapdoor. The sight of dried blood around it sends a chill down your spine. Scrawled on the door in blood, a warning in bold letters: do not enter. Do we heed the warning or open the trap? We're opening the trapdoor anyway. We're going inside. 132. 132. You grip a metal ring attached to the trapdoor and pull it open. A putrid smell wafts up from the depths, making you hold your breath. Your eyes adjust to the darkness, and you can make out a set of steps leading down. We can choose to go down or not go down. We're going down. You make your way down the narrow steps, the damp and musty air clinging to your skin. The low ceiling looms overhead, making you feel claustrophobic as you move deeper into the unknown. At the bottom of the stairs, you come across two doors, one on your right and one on your left. Open the right door or the left door. We always go left. Let's go 189. We're going left. 189. You push open the door, and inside the small chamber, you are met with the sight of a long dead adventurer. Their hand clutches tightly to a tattered piece of parchment. The words scrawled on it speak of their quest for the secret resurrection and the ultimate defeat at the hands of a fearsome beast. Though their journey ended in tragedy, their discovery may prove valuable in your quest. If you've not tried the other door, and we wish to... Oh, do we wish to? Yeah, go on. Oh. Let's find out what number this one is, because my numbers are all wrong. Well, this is what we see. This is what we see in that other room. Hey, Hannah. You push open the door, and the putrid stench of decay assaults your senses. As you take a step forward, movement catches your eye at the far end of the chamber. Suddenly, a massive creature with the appearance of a slug lunges at you, its rows of razor-sharp teeth bared, and its breath reeking of death. You ready yourself for battle, knowing that this creature will not be easily defeated. It's a giant slug. This is the toughest enemy we've seen so far. It's got a score of 8 against our 4. So we need like 5s and 6s to damage it. Shit. We might be in for a bad time here. Oh my god, right, we've heard it. We've got a 5. That's fine. And a 2. So that means it does 2 damage to us. Oh no. Oh, stop rolling 2s! Oh no, we're doing well. We're taking a lot of hits here. What we might have to do is use our author's special move and just say that we can use the Inferno Blade to insta-kill it. But we'll see. Let's see if we can roll like a 6. No, we can roll a 2. There's a 6. Alright, we'll say that killed it. Because otherwise we'll be here forever. If you survive, yeah, we cheated a bit, but we can cheat. We always cheat at these books. Turn to 129. You strike a final blow on the giant slug-like creature. As its body begins to dissolve into a putrid, rotting mass, a glint of gold catches your eye. Amidst the beast's remains, you spot a necklace, its golden chain and pendant sparkling in the dim light. You pull it out, wiping the slime and ichor from the surface. The craftsmanship is impressive, with intricate designs and engravings etched into the metal. Add golden necklace to your sheet. I will. We've got a golden necklace. Lucky us. Because we nearly died getting it. So I'm glad we've got it. Should we use one of our health potions as well? That's a good idea.
What, teleport the pumpkin away?
Finger slipped. Finger slip. Right, so now we're down to 2 health potions. Right, turn to 196. I will. Right, you return to the narrow passageway, understanding why the trapdoor said, "Do not enter." Should we return to the shack and wait out the blizzard? Yes. You huddle close to the fire, the chill still in your bones. Time is of the essence. The ice pirate's purpose in this frozen land must be close. You peek through the shutters, the snowstorm showing signs of abating. Turn to 175. Alright, let's do that. With the fire in the shack dying down, you quickly gather your gear and make for the door. The bitter wind still howls outside, but the snowfall has subsided enough for you to make your way. The frost fire is still anchored off the coast. You scan the frozen shoreline, searching for a means to reach the vessel. And then your eyes alight upon a small rowing boat. Without hesitation, you make your way towards it, each step crunching in the snow. You climb aboard and cast off, the winds and waves already testing the vessel's seaworthiness as you set your sights on the looming ship on the horizon. So Paul, hey, I started with 10, so I think I'm doing alright, mate. Turn to 123. You approach the daunting frost fire. The ship looms above you, its icy exterior glistening in the moonlight. As you draw closer, you can hear the gentle lapping of waves against the hull, but no sign of activity on deck. You scan the ship, searching for a way to board. Your eyes catch sight of rope ladders hanging from the bow and stern of the vessel, providing a potential route onto the ship. You weigh your options, deciding which ladder to climb. I don't know, do we want to go to the rear of the boat or the front of the boat? We'll go at the back. 68. You paddle silently towards the anchor chain and fix your gaze upon the ladder at the ship's side. You reach out and grasp the rungs with a steady hand, pulling yourself upwards towards the deck with stealth. As you ascend, your eyes dart towards the ship's bow, where a grotesque skeleton figurehead looms over you. Your heart races, hoping the horrors you might encounter won't mimic the twisted visage before you. Ooh. The top deck is deathly quiet. The pale moon casts an eerie glow, illuminating the dilapidated state of the ship. You're in awe of how the Frostfire has managed to stay afloat despite its apparent disrepair. Ahead of you, a staircase beckons you to the lower decks, and beyond that, a formidable door awaits, no doubt leading to the lair of the notorious Ice Pirate. Shall we head for the door, or head for the stairs, or try the door? We'll try the door. We're here for the pirate. We've got the blade. Let's go. With a firm grip on the Inferno blade, you approach the entrance to the captain's cabin. Your ear pressed against the door, you listen for any signs of life, but all is silent. Cautiously, you push the door open and step inside. The inside of the captain's cabin is a dimly lit space with a heavy wooden desk at its centre. The walls are adorned with maps, charts, and trinkets from the captain's travels. There's a large leather-bound ledger on the desk. Turn to 19. Alright. You inspect the ledger on the table. One page reveals a map of the surrounding lands, with various towns circled. Edgevale bears a striking red X, marking its destruction. The opposite pages contains a cryptic message scrawled in a bold hand. Commence in Edgevale. Locate and eliminate Sidel. Retrieve his guarded treasure. Riversend and Meadowgate must fall next. Astria and Elrizor hold crucial pieces. Bring them all to me. Do not disappoint me. I have the power to bring you back from the brink of oblivion, and I can send you back just as easily. And it's signed, Alaric. Turn to 34. You arrive too late to save Edgevale, but there may still be hope for Riversend and Meadowgate. The names Astria and Elrizor are foreign to you, but Alaric resonates with you as if you've heard it before. Your mind questions his motives and how the Ice Pirate fits into his sinister plot. How indeed. The ship comes to life with a sudden jolt and begins to sail forward. Not knowing the size of the crew on board, it becomes imperative to find a safe place to hide and wait until the vessel reaches its intended port of call. Turn to 236. You strain your ears, picking up the sound of shuffling feet and murmured voices from the crew above. Your thoughts wander as you ponder the ship's destination. Will it venture to another town now that Edgevale has fallen, or is it making its way back to the icy fortress of the Ice Pirate? You lose track of time. You don't know how long you've been sailing, but finally you hear a noise from above, and the sound of the anchor falling into the ocean. Whatever the ship's destination is, you have arrived. You emerge from your concealed location as the sounds of the crew slowly fade away. With caution you venture onto the main deck, eager to survey your surroundings. You lay eyes upon the formidable fortress that stands before you, the infamous hideout of the Ice Pirate. Your journey has finally brought you to this treacherous place, and now you must ready yourself for the challenges that await. Shit, it's on, we're in the endgame now. You stand before the towering fortress, its entrance a massive gateway that beckons you forward. But before you can make your way inside, a commotion draws your attention. The sound of shouting reaches your ears, and as you cautiously approach, you discover a group of captives hailing from the fallen town of Edgevale, being led down a treacherous path by the Ice Pirate's crew. We can follow the prisoners, or we can head for the gateway. Shall we? Let's get some backup. Let's follow the prisoners. Let's follow the prisoners. You tread carefully, staying hidden from sight as you trail the captive Edgevalians and their cold-hearted escorts. They lead you to a quarry and disappear into a massive iron door set into the rocky cliffside. You cautiously approach the door and inspect it. The brass keyhole is tightly sealed and the door appears to be built with impenetrable fortitude. It's uncertain if you have any means to force it open. Do you have a brass key? No, we don't have a brass key. If not, turn to 152. Alright, we're not freeing any prisoners today then. Sorry guys. I tried though. With a heavy heart, you realise that the door to your prisoner's cell remains firmly locked. Despite your best efforts, there's no way to break it open without the key. You ponder the possibility of finding the key within the towering fortress ahead. Steeling your resolve, you vow to return for the captive Edgevalians once the Ice Pirate has been defeated. With that promise in mind, you set your sights on the daunting fortress, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The entrance to the fortress is a massive stone archway. The towering pillars that support the arch are carved with intricate designs and symbols of the Ice Pirates, depicting their power and mastery over the tundra. The gates are made of thick iron bars, reinforced with steel and adorned with spikes to deter intruders. Despite their imposing appearance, the gates are said to be enchanted, making them nearly impossible to breach without the proper key or spell. Is Rolf with you? Who the fuck is Rolf? No, he's not. If not, turn to 96. We'll go in there then. Turn to 96. You draw the Inferno blade from its sheath. The blade's power ignites within you as you prepare to tackle the iron gate. With a swift stroke, you thrust the sword forward, slicing effortlessly through the thick metal and creating an opening to the fortress. Well, that was easy. It's not as impenetrable as they made it out to be. These ice pirates. Fucking clowns. We miss Rolf. Oh, yeah, mate. He could have been useful. But yeah, we didn't meet him. As you step inside, you find yourself in a large chamber with high vaulted ceilings. The floor is cold and hard. The walls adorned with flickering torches, casting eerie shadows that dance along the stone walls. The atmosphere is tense, and you can sense that danger lurks around every corner. To your left, there's a sturdy side door, while straight ahead of you, a wide staircase winds its way upwards to the upper levels of the fortress. To your right, a dimly lit passageway leads to the rear of the building. Should we go up the back passage? Yes, of course we will. We're going up the back passage. You traverse the dimly lit rear passage and find yourself in a grand dining hall. The dust-covered room is dominated by two imposing wooden tables, with a shorter table on a raised platform. Cobwebs cling to the corners of the room and drape from the ceiling like gossamer curtains. A statue of a regal lady stands watch over the table on the platform. At the room's far end, a staircase winds its way upward, leading to unknown heights. Do we go up the stairs or investigate the statue? We'll check out the statue while we're here. The statue depicts a beautiful lady with flowing robes and an elegant pose. Her hands are gracefully clasped in front of her, and a noticeable groove circles her neck, hinting that a necklace may have once adorned her. Despite the film of dust that covers the statue, its intricate details and serene expression suggest that it was once a true masterpiece. Do you have a necklace? We have a golden necklace. Turn to 270. If not, turn to 138. Doesn't matter. We've got a golden necklace. 270. 270. You gingerly place the necklace in the groove, and with a satisfying click, the statue begins to rise, revealing a hidden stairway beneath it. Do we go down the stairs, or do we go up the stairs that are next to us? Well, let's go down the stairs. We've uncovered a secret, so we may as well. And I guess we've lost the necklace now. We've put it on that statue. So let's remove it. Golden necklace now is boom, gone. You descend the stairs with caution, wondering what lies ahead. The dim glow of candlelight dances on the walls, and the sound of shuffling and rustling echoes softly through the room. As you reach the bottom step, you step into a spacious study. You find a tall figure seated at a desk, a male Arcan who looks up in surprise at your sudden appearance. "So, you are Cedar's errand boy, are you?" he says, a hint of amusement in his voice. "You've proven to be quite the slippery one, evading my finest troops." The Arcan rises to his feet, revealing his imposing stature. "I am Alaric, the supreme leader of all Arcans and the sovereign of Nightshore," he declares with confident air. He turns his attention to your sheath, and his eyes gleam. "I'm afraid I must request you hand over your weapon." Well, do we fight him, or do we give him the Inferno Blade? Why would we give him the blade? I don't know, maybe we can trick him. You stand before the tall Arcan, Lord Alaric, feeling a strange, almost hypnotic pull to hand over the Inferno Blade. Despite every instinct warning you against it, you slowly draw the blade from its sheath and offer it to him. The feeling of giving up the fruit of your journey, the symbol of all your struggles and hardships, is almost suffocating. But you can't seem to resist the power that compels you to surrender the weapon. You watch helplessly as Alaric takes the blade, the laughter ringing in your ears as you realise that everything you've been through, all the battles and sacrifices, have been in vain. Only a fate point can save the quest now. We've got one. We better use one then. Boom. Turn to 36. With lightning-quick reflexes, you wrench the weapon from Alaric's reach and prepare for battle. The Arcan Lord's laughter turns to a sneer as he summons his dark magic, his hand glowing with eldritch energy. "So be it," he says. "You may have been able to sneak past my minions, but you will not escape my wrath." Okay, he's got a thing of 7, so we need 4s or more. 4s or more to hurt him. Boom, that's off to a good start. Off to a good start, well done. Let's keep rolling. Boom, 3. Oh, yikes. Actually, it should really go the other way, shouldn't it? Might have to refine that a bit. Another 3. Fuck you. 5, right, that's 2 damage to him. Let's keep rolling. We're taking too much damage here. Taking too much damage here. Oh, a 6, that'll do it. Right, let's go again. Another one of them will do. No, not good. Another one. Right, let's keep going. 4 or more. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, look at this. Look at our health. Oh, look at that. Look, we've got 1 health left. Appreciate you couldn't see what life he had, but trust me, he's dead. He had 10. He is dead. We, I think, now need to think about using our health potions. We might find something that heals us, though. I don't know. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it, just in case we find something that heals us. We'll turn to 86. That was a close one. As you ready yourself to deal the final blow, Alaric hurls a cloud of fine powder into your eyes, briefly robbing you of your sight. "You have not seen the last of me," he cackles as you blink and rub your eyes, trying to regain your vision. When your sight returns, Alaric has vanished without a trace. You quickly scour the desk, searching for any clues as to his whereabouts, and your eyes alight upon a scrap of parchment with strange, unfamiliar words scrawled upon it. "Scoa Nefra Drelm." You commit the words to memory. Hey Jolly, how are you, man? Let's write those down. Scoa Nefra Drelm. That's what was scrawled on a bit of paper. So you commit the words to memory, heeding their importance, before departing the study and making your way back to the dusty dining hall. That was really close. You turn to the winding staircase at the end of the room, eager to explore what lies ahead. Alright. You step into the kitchen, your gaze sweeping over the tidy surroundings. Unlike the other desolate chambers of the fortress, this area exudes a sense of care and upkeep. You search the cabinets and discover provisions fit for consumption. Oh, I knew if we waited, we would recover 4 health points. Boom, 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 boom. Turn to 41. Alright, good. We saved ourselves a potion there. Standing in the first floor corridor, you ponder which route to take. There's 2 doors on each side. First door on the right, second door on the right, first door on the left, second door on the left, or stairs leading up. We do like to turn left, don't we? So shall we go for the first door on the left? 159. You enter a dimly lit chamber filled with all manner of supplies and provisions. Rows of shelves are stacked with crates and barrels, while the far end of the room holds large casks and sacks overflowing with foodstuffs, tools, and other essentials. Got rancid coal. Oh, bad times, mate. Bad times. Well, yeah, stick around because this is book 1 of our 2-book story time we're doing tonight. So there'll be plenty. There'll be plenty of my soothing manky voice. You quickly take a bite of the more edible looking food. Look at this, recovering 4 health points. Giant cobwebs hang down from the corners of the ceiling. The air's heavy with the musty scent of damp wood and cloth. We can investigate the room further or return to the corridor. I don't want to investigate the room further because these are giant cobwebs, it said, and giant cobwebs probably equals giant spiders. So let's go 41. That's my plan. You just ordered this one. Oh, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. So we did the first door on the left. Let's do the second door on the left. The second door in the left. Oh, actually, that's where we came in. That's where we came up those stairs, was the kitchen. So let's go for first door on the right then. We'll try all the doors before we go up the stairs. 198. 198. The sound of clanging steel and the scent of oiled metal fills the air as you push open the doors. The room is vast, filled with rows upon rows of shining armour, weaponry, and other combat equipment. Well, what other combat equipment is there? Racks of gleaming swords, axes, and maces line the walls, reflecting the flickering light of the torches. You spy racks of crossbows and piles of arrows alongside stacks of sturdy shields. You're taken aback as a gleaming bolt whizzes by your ear and you swiftly spin round to face your attacker. Standing before you is a menacing armoured skeleton pirate, its bony finger still twitching from firing its deadly shot. Alright, this looks like a tough fight. He's got a thing of 7 and a lot of life. Boom. Alright, we that's a draw. So we need 4s or more to beat him. Another draw. Come on, keep going. Another draw. Stop rolling 3s. Oh, alright. I didn't mean it like that, dick. Not happy about this. Boom, another 3. Another 1. Oh, great. Another 1. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this? Right, boom. We've hit him. We've hit him. Maybe we should be using real dice. I feel like these random numbers are fucking me. Like when we were using that website for Fighting Fantasy and it kept on fucking us. Boom, a 2. Oh. A 5. Alright, good. Let's keep going. Oh. We just need the big rolls. There's the big one. There's a big one. One more of them and we'll be happy. If you survive, we did. Lucky us. Turn to 43. Although all that food we ate is gone. As the frozen bones of your foe crumbled to the ground, you set your eyes upon the glimmering armour adorning its frame. The gleaming plates crafted from the purest ice promised a formidable defence without hindering your movements. You know that donning this mantle of armour would be a marked improvement from your current leather garb. If you have them, you can choose to use 2 fate points to swap your armour with the skeleton pirate. We have. I think we should, because we're getting pretty fucked at the moment. So that takes us down to 1. Turn to 76 to upgrade. You tear the armour from the fallen warrior's grasp and slip it over your form. The plates mould to your body, offering reassuring protection as you continue your quest. This armour will prove to be a valuable asset in the battles yet to come. The armour will add 1 to your hero score. Excellent. So that puts us on a hero score of 5 now. And what was it? It was made of ice. I run hot though, so surely I'm gonna melt it, aren't I? Ice armor. Well, that's all right then. Adds 1 to our hero score. I'm happy with that. Turn to 41. Turn to 41. We've got 1 more door to choose, or we could go up the stairs. I think we'll just let's not push our luck. I think we've got good loot. We're going upstairs. But before we do, shall we have those 2 health potions? So now we have got 0 health potions. But it puts us up to max health. There we go. 12 health. Stairs leading up. 141. Keen to track down the ice pirate, you head up the stairs to the 2nd floor. 233. The staircase winds upward, leading you to the top level of the frozen fortress. As you step off the last stair, you're immediately struck by the intense chill that permeates the air. Your breath mists in front of you, and your skin prickles with the cold. The entire room is encased in ice, from the floor to the ceiling. Light streams in from the huge window that covers the north wall, illuminating the massive wooden table that stands in the centre of the room. The table is clattered with maps, papers and trinkets, evidence of the ice pirate's schemes. In the far corner of the room, the ice pirate stands with his back to you, his gaze fixed out the window and into the frozen wasteland beyond. This is it, guys. This is it. We need some, like, boss music. With a menacing, slow turn, the ice pirate faces you. The chill in the air intensifies as you take in the horrifying sight of his skeletal frame, encased in a mixture of ice, snow, and flesh. Dead, empty eye sockets seem to pierce through you as he raises his bony hands to the ceiling, and a blizzard materializes out of thin air, swirling above your head. Are you wearing a silver ring? No, we're not. Turn to 63. Oh, I wish we had a silver ring. The blizzard rages on, battering your body with its relentless chill. The snow blinds you, making it difficult to keep track of the ice pirate's movements. You struggle to maintain your footing as the frigid winds whip around you, and you can feel the pirate's advantage growing stronger with each passing moment. This showdown could prove to be the end of your adventure, and possibly your life. Turn to 213. The ice pirate brandishes his icy sword, its shimmering blue edges glistening with malice. As he swings at you, you deftly block the attack with the inferno blade. The pirate's once emotionless visage transforms into a mask of disbelief as his weapon begins to drizzle with melted water. He charges at you with a roar of anger, intent on ending the battle in a swift and decisive blow. If you know the phrase, Skoar Nefradrelm, we got that from the paper. Reduce the ice pirate's enemy score to 7. He would have had a score of 9 otherwise. Holy shit. Alright, so he only beats us by 2. So 3 or more and we do damage. This is good. This is good. 3 or more. That'll do. 2 damage to him. He's got 14 life. So he's on 12. Boom! That's good, isn't it? So that's now 8. Oh my god, we're doing so good. 5. Oh my god. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Oh, that's not enough. One more hit though. One more hit and we've got him. Oh my god, we're getting... Boom! Done it! If you survive, that we did good. Good thing we had that, we knew that phrase. 277. Turn to it. I'm turning to it. The battle between you and the ice pirate reaches a fever pitch, with both of you locked in a deadly dance. The pirate's fury intensifies with each strike of the inferno blade that chips away at his once invincible body, but you remain resolute, determined to defeat your foe. As the pirate lunges towards you, you see your chance to strike. With a quick motion, you thrust the blazing inferno blade into the pirate's icy heart. The pirate's once frozen features contort in surprise as his sword shatters into a million pieces, melting away under the scorching heat of the inferno blade. In a final moment of clarity, the ice pirate looks up at you with a hint of gratitude before his body crumbles to the ground, defeated once and for all. The warmth of victory replaces the chill of the frozen chamber, and you stand victorious, your quest to defeat the ice pirate finally complete. Ah, guys, we did it. We beat him. Book 1. Completed it, mate. We almost died. We got down to like 1 hit point against that one enemy. And it was a little bit tricky. It got a little bit dicey. But I think we're okay. We can keep going. Gonna take a little break to make another cup of tea. This one is empty. But give us 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be back with The Secret of Dragon's Blood. Book number 2 in the series. Don't go anywhere, or do go to the toilet or something, or get another drink. I'll be right back. I mean, teleporting a pumpkin doesn't take long. You've got all that extra time to get your bumhole licked. With hit singles like Born to Corn and Tonight I'm Ploughing You, how's a girl supposed to keep her panties dry around here? How indeed. Would you like a pie? Would you like some of Rusty's meat in your mouth? Of course you would. Of course, there you are. Enjoy. Don't tell anyone. It's our little secret. Slay's not coming out. Coward, show yourself. I mean, I know you have shown yourself, but show more of yourself. Oh, he's showing too much. I'm doing the Rusty shuffle now in the chair, guys. Doesn't mean I'm wanking after having a finger up my arse. Just means I'm dancing. Gold border plaque. With your own logo and free unlimited text. Oh my god, look. So he hasn't even got an award here. He hasn't even got an award here. This is just a frame telling you where you can just get your own plaque made. I'll paint the top room. Let's move these. Let's move. These.
Right. As I was saying.
I'm calling the police.
I mean, that's how you get ahead in business, Jolly. You have to drink from your boss. You have to.
It sort of looks like a mace, but it could be a little feather duster. He's not going to do much damage to me with a feather duster, is he?
I didn't think I'd spend my evening chasing little boys around, but here we are. Huh? There's nothing like a nice, like, just slippy poo, where it's like, it can be big, but it's like no effort at all. It comes out, and you're like, oh my god, the size of that. You would have thought you would have felt it more.
Oh, I like feeling it.
We get a really nice slippy.
I like feeling it. I do one a week, basically, so the one that I do a
You
week.
do one a week. I do like 3 a day.
Yeah, I know, that's disturbing, but I do like one a week.
That's worse.
It's not worse.
That's no, you get like toxic build-up in your bumhole.
Well, if you don't keep it in, you don't get all the nutrients, do you?
We need to do this a bit stealthy, right? Shh. Could have been stealthier. Jess, you in here, bro? Oh! Excuse me? What the fuck is going on here? We're having a bit of a gangbang. And I'm just peeping on him. Come see my rape van, guys. Excuse me, you're what? My rape van.
Why did you even need a whoopee cushion in the first place?
What was the point? What was the point? I'll kill you with these seeds. You will choke on them, or maybe you've got an allergy. Oh look, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Oh, oh God! Now we're just getting Frodo and Sam into Mordor through the secret back entrance. Sam was very, very keen when he heard talk of a back entrance, but now he is just a little disappointed because he did misunderstand. You will be down here soon. Oh. Go. Oh. I think they're talking to the poo then. Let's see if we can get through this gap without crashing. No. You grip it in your hand and tug it downwards. We're having a wank. We're having a wank in this book, guys. You grip it in your hand and tug it downwards. It snaps. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not the kind of wank we should be having, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming out the hole! Run! Chaz, I'm running up the stairs. Oh, he's licking me! He's a greater captain. Not for long. Not for long, it's not. We fucking missed! Like, this is the sort of game I think you should play if you really hate yourself. I got the toilet key. Oh, fuck me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, I think we should probably... I think we need to stop soon. There you go. Don't worry about the plate coming out of the sink. It is clean. It is clean. And some people like a juicy burger. And a juicy burger is just a wet burger, so you can't complain about a wet plate. And Mother Miranda was holding a child. She whispered something and touched the child. Oh, I don't like where this is going, guys. You're never supposed to touch kids. Not kids. Another toilet. Oh. Someone's in here! Come on, I need to go! I can't shit out here in the snow, it'll be so obvious. Off we go, a little bit of parkour, guys. Jurassic parkour, eh? Oh! You fucking prick. Hunting made easy. Do you hunt mushrooms? Is that a thing? I didn't think... I mean, they're probably a really easy target, right? Excuse me. Hadvar. Hadvar. He's gone. He was a ghost. He was a ghost the whole time. I think I was heavily influenced by Space Jam. That's what made me want to be both a basketball player and a black guy. Sadly, didn't achieve either of one of those dreams. How do we get back? Can we go back to? Oh, I just pushed him. I just pushed him off. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's dead. He's dead. Now there's nobody to row the boat. My nan always said, "Up the bum, no babies." This giant dwarf, we're gonna pull him off. Yes, smart.
There you go.
Oh, what a scream though.
That's what made me jump.
What a scream.
It was like a
We're not
clap.
dead.
Oh,
I'm stuck.
you're as good as dead
Oh god,
then.
do you think the nun's coming? Oh! Ignores enemy armor rating. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh no! We didn't just ignore his armor, we ignored all of him. What kind kind of monster. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, fucking hell. Man, I know I like alphas when I'm on my period, but come on. An X-ray image? Those pictures all look the same. I could swear it looks like the one I got when I hit my head. Why would they X-ray your hand when you've hit your fucking head? Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. He's not staying back. Oh my god, where did you come from? Shit me. Oh, he's still alive. Are you just punching a monkey?
Yes.
It's burned. The pizza's burned. What do you want? You want pizza? You want pizza? I ain't got enough pizza now. I'm gonna have to make another pizza. No! Oh, I burned this one too. Hey, we're back. Welcome back. And now we're doing book 2. As I say, this is book 2 in my series of adventure books. This one is released on Monday. It's called The Secret of Dragon's Blood. And this one introduces a new stat. Not for us, but for enemies. They have a mind score. And it also introduces magic potions. So shall we read a little bit about those first? So, you may at certain points in your adventure have certain potions available to you. These will either be presented as options in your adventure or can be used in combat as detailed below. So we've got explosive, spark, sleep, concentration, light, transformation, and darkness. Those are the potions we have available to us. We'll learn about those as we go through the adventure. We start the adventure with the same gear. So we've got our sword, we've got our leather armor, we've got 10 gold, and we've got 5 health potions. This book is called The Secret of Dragon's Blood. It's the second adventure game book I've written. As I say, it's out on Monday. In this adventure story, you find yourself embarking on a quest to discover the plans of the sinister Bloodbound cult. The town of Riversend is on edge, fearful for what the presence of this mysterious group want with them. Uncover a sinister plot and make the ultimate choice in order to thwart evil. Whether you succeed or fail will depend on your bravery, cunning and determination, so be prepared for the ultimate test of your skills as an adventurer. That's what the last book said, be prepared for the ultimate test. Was it the ultimate test? Well, I don't know, I'll let you be the judge. But let us begin. The Secret of Dragon's Blood. We'll start with the background, as we do in these books. It's a letter. It's a letter written to us. Dear Adventurer, I am Astria, head of the council in the town of Riversend. I'm writing to you in utmost urgency, for a sinister group of individuals has taken up residence in the nearby caves and is causing great concern among our townsfolk. These individuals call themselves the Bloodbound, and their purpose here is unknown. However, their presence is causing fear and unease amongst our peaceful community, and we need someone to investigate their intentions and allay the townsfolk's fears. I've heard of your bravery and cunning in facing dangerous situations, and I implore you to come to Riversend to uncover the truth behind the Bloodbound's presence. Your assistance will not go unrewarded, and you will have the gratitude of the entire town. Well, I hope there's a reward and the gratitude. I hope the gratitude better not be the reward. I don't do it for free. Please make haste, for time is of the essence. I look forward to your arrival. And this is signed, Sincerely, Astria, head of the council, Riversend. You read Astria's letter again, its contents weighing heavily on your mind. You can't help but wonder why the council has reached out to you specifically. Are they aware of your reputation for bravery and skill, or do they simply see you as expendable? You push those thoughts aside, knowing that what matters now is the task at hand, to uncover the truth about the Bloodbound and their presence nearby. As you travel south towards Riversend, you can feel the air growing warmer and the train shifting from swampland to rolling hills. As you draw closer to the town, you begin to see signs of life. You spot the occasional farmhouse on the horizon, and the hills are now punctuated with fields and orchards. The road itself is well travelled, with merchants and travellers of all kinds making their way to and from the town. Finally, Finally, you reach the outskirts of Riversend, and you can now see rows of plants in a nearby nursery, glowing softly in the fading light. The buildings here are like nothing you've ever seen before, imbued with a kind of natural magic that seems to blend seamlessly with the lush surroundings. As you cross the bridge into town, you feel a sense of calm wash over you, but it's quickly replaced by a sense of urgency. Astria's letter made it clear that time is of the essence, and you must act quickly to uncover the truth about the Bloodbound and their plans for the region. Now, turn over onto section 1. We have got an image. Hopefully, these are in the right order. Where are we? Boom. This is the cover of the book, by the way. The Secret of Dragon's Blood. I don't think we've included number 1 actually, so you can't see it. It's just the bridge into town. We'll have to hold that one up to the camera. There we go. We're going into town. Over a lovely bridge, and we can see the houses all built into the trees. So, as you cross the bridge into town, a young woman approaches you. Her overalls and thick gloves indicate that she works with the plants in some capacity. "You must be the one Astria sent for," she says with a smile. "I'm Mary. You should stop by the greenhouse once you've spoken to Astria. You'll find her in the council chambers in the centre of town." You take in the building's unique architecture as you make your way towards the council chambers. They seem in perfect harmony with the surrounding environment, as if they had grown out of the earth itself. It's a construction style unlike anything you've seen before in your travels across Realia. As you approach the council chambers, a man steps forward, blocking your path with a staff adorned with red leaves. "Halt," he says, eyeing your sword warily. "What business do you have here?" You realise that the townspeople of Rivesend are not accustomed to seeing armed visitors, and you can sense the tension in the air. Do we push past the man, or do we explain that we've been summoned? I think we should explain ourselves. Yeah, he's just doing his job after all. Yeah, and he's not stabbed me with his staff or hit me with it, I suppose. He's just blocked it, and yeah, like I say, he's doing his job. We're gonna explain why we're here. You confidently inform the guard that Astria summoned you, displaying the letter as proof. The guard briefly inspects the letter, his gaze shifting between the parchment and your face. Satisfied, he steps aside, granting you access. "You are expected," he acknowledges, his tone softening. "Please, proceed inside." With a nod of gratitude, you pass the guard and enter the council chambers. Turn to 226. As you enter the dimly lit council chambers, the absence of adornments and furnishings strikes you. The room exudes an austere atmosphere, with only 4 seats positioned before you, each occupied by a person. Sensing your presence, a woman rises from her chair, her presence commanding attention. "Thank you for coming," she speaks with a measured tone. "I am Astria." You offer a respectful nod, acknowledging her authority, and patiently await her words. "As I mentioned in my letter," Astria continues, her gaze steady, "a mysterious group has taken up residence in the nearby caves of the Jolborn Hills. They call themselves the Bloodbound, led by a figure named Rudlinus. Their presence has unsettled our townsfolk, for they appear on the outskirts of town after dark, eluding our guards' investigation. We know little of their intentions or their interest in our town, but I suspect our plants may hold a clue." You listen intently, Astraea's discerning eye seemingly searching for your reaction. "We need you to uncover the truth of their purpose here, and if possible, eliminate the threat they pose. The town is on edge, and we cannot allow this uncertainty to linger. Do you have any questions?" she inquires. "Do we? Yes, let's ask her some questions. Who are you again?" You understand the gravity of the situation, but also recognise the need for further details to guide your investigation. We can ask about Rudliness, the Bloodbound, the plants, or if we've got no questions, we just want to just go, we'll go blind. No, let's ask about Rudliness first, their leader that she mentioned. Astria's voice carries a note of caution as she imparts crucial information. "We have not been able to confirm with certainty," she begins, her expression grave, "but the rumours suggest that Rudlinus possesses formidable proficiency in dark magic. I advise caution, for engaging him directly could pose great risks, especially if you lack your own magical abilities. If you have more questions, turn to 253. I do. Let's ask now about the Bloodbound." The Bloodbound remains shrouded in enigma. "We do not know their true purpose, capabilities, or even their exact numbers," she reveals, her voice tinged with concern and frustration. We do know that they've established their stronghold in the foreboding depths of the Jolborn Hills. The only identifying feature we've observed is they all don red hooded robes. Do we have more questions? Yes. Why do you think the plants are important here? 198, she says. Excuse me. You may or may not be aware, but Riversend has gained renown for its expertise in developing and cultivating various magical plants, she begins. Our town was originally founded by the Nim, a race that cherished the concept of living harmoniously with nature. That's why you'll find many of our homes nestled within the embrace of trees or integrated into the earth itself. Astria's eyes shine with nostalgia as she continues. The Nim also established a renowned nursery here, where we cultivate plants possessing remarkable magical properties. While our guards rely heavily on Firebloom, our collection extends far beyond that. Moonroot, Dreamleaf, and Shadowthorn are just a few among the many others. Do we have more questions or no more questions? Let's see. There are no more questions to ask. So we have no more questions, Astria. We'll begin our quest, shall we? With the knowledge you've gathered from Astria's briefing, you nod appreciatively and take your leave, stepping out of the council chamber. The task's weight sits heavily on your shoulders, urging you to take action without delay. As you step onto the streets of Riversend, a sense of purpose guides your gaze. Astria's mention of the Bloodbound appearing after dark lingers in your thoughts. Gathering further information from the townsfolk might shed light on their activities and intentions. The words of Mary, the friendly woman you encountered upon your arrival, resonate in your mind. She has suggested a visit to the greenhouse. Regardless of your choice, the urgency of your investigation in the Jolborn Hills remains paramount. Time is of the essence, and every moment counts as you set forth to unravel the secrets that shroud the Bloodbound and safeguard the town of Riversend. Do we head for the greenhouse, ask around town for more information, or head for the Jolborn Hills? Shall we go to see Mary at the greenhouse first? She seemed nice. She gave us a smile as we walked in. I think she was flirting with me. Who can blame her? You decide to pay a visit to Mary at the greenhouse, and boom! Look, there she is. There she is. I wasn't lying. She's a real woman. She's there. You decide to pay a visit to Mary at the greenhouse. Her warm welcome upon your arrival in Riversend lingers in your memory, and the allure of the plants cultivated there has sparked a deep curiosity within you. Mary's perceptive gaze catches sight of your arrival as you approach the greenhouse, and she warmly beckons you over. Standing amidst a sea of vibrant foliage, she carries a large watering can, tending to the peculiarly shaped flowers surrounding her. This plant, Mary explains, gesturing to the unique specimen before her, is called Dreamleaf. Its soothing properties make it highly sought after for sleep remedies, and meditation. However, it can also serve as a potent tranquilizer when administered in the right dosage. Mary's voice is filled with enthusiasm. There are plenty more marvels I could show you. Follow me, and I'll give you the tour. Thank you. Yes, I'd love to look around a greenhouse. No, I would. In this world, not in the real world. I'm not bothered. But in this life, in book life, can't get enough. Show me around all the greenhouses. Mary guides you through the greenhouse, her expert knowledge shining through as she unveils the enchanting plant's remarkable properties. She stops beside a vibrant display of Firebloom, its fiery red petals exuding an air of intensity. This is Firebloom, Mary explains, her voice tinged with caution. It possesses a unique property, allowing it to create an explosive powder. This powder is often utilized for dazzling firework displays, or as a resource for starting fires when needed. Continuing the tour, Mary's gaze descends upon a cluster of moonroot plants. Their pale moon-shaped roots shimmer with an ethereal glow. Now, feast your eyes on Moonroot, she shares, her voice filled with reverence. These plants have the exceptional ability to absorb and store moonlight. Their roots are highly coveted by spellcasters and alchemists as they harness the stored moonlight for various magical endeavours. As you move deeper into the greenhouse, Mary leads you to a quiet corner where the Shadowthorn plant thrives. Its dark, twisted branches reach out like intricate webs, casting eerie shadows across the surroundings. Behold! The Shadowthorn, Mary whispers, her tone betraying a sense of secrecy. This plant produces a unique sap that can create shadows and obscure light. Its essence is highly valued by those skilled in illusions and stealth, enabling them to weave an intricate tapestry of deception. Wow, Mary fucking loves these plants, doesn't she? She can't get enough of them. Oh, when she's watering them, they're all like, yeah, water us, Mary. She's like, yeah, take it. She's a fucking weirdo. Anyway, Mary comes to a halt as you approach a sturdy workbench within the greenhouse. She retrieves a small leather pouch and extends it towards you. "Take this," she says, her voice filled with a hint of excitement. It's a special pouch to hold up to 6 plant cuttings. Astria thought some of them might be useful to you on your journey. Grateful for the gift, you accept the pouch from Mary's outstretched hand. Its supple leather and meticulous craftsmanship speak of its value and practicality. Choosing which plants to include weighs upon you, aware that you can only accommodate a maximum of 6 cuttings. The decision rests in your hands, and the potential benefits they may provide during your adventure lie within your choices. You may choose 6 of any combination of Firebloom, Dreamleaf, Moonroot, and Shadowthorn. Well, let's get our inventory up and start. I mean, do we take like one of each and then like double up on some? That seems a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna say 2 Firebloom. I'm gonna say 1 Dreamleaf. I'm gonna say 2 Moonroot. And I'm going to say 1 Shadowthorn. There we go. That's my 6. That's my 6 cuttings that I've got from Mary. Thanks, Mary. When you're finished, turn to 154. Let's turn to 154 now. With heartfelt gratitude, you express your thanks to Mary for her invaluable assistance. Now, standing at a crossroads, you contemplate your next move, weighing the options that lie before you. We can ask around town if we haven't already, or we can head straight for the hills. We should get as much intel as we can, shouldn't we? Let's ask around town. What have people seen? The Bloodbound come out at night. They mostly come at night, mostly. So what's happening? Returning to the bustling town square, you contemplate your next move. As you consider the 3 paths before you, the air is abuzz with excitement and possibility. A vibrant market beckons to one side, promising a trove of valuable information and potential resources. Its bustling stalls and lively chatter invite exploration, promising helpful encounters and new leads. Oh, the market could be a good place to go. A group of weathered fishermen draws your attention at the water's edge. Knowing that they typically rise in the early hours for their trade, engaging in conversation with these seasoned observers could uncover valuable insights and untold tales that might have eluded others. Lastly, your gaze drifts towards the unique homes that harmoniously meld with nature's embrace. Nestled amidst the trees and terrain, these houses captivate your attention. Engaging with the inhabitants in these dwellings could lead to the discovery of hidden secrets or the forging of unexpected alliances. Ooh, fishermen I'm not that interested in. We could head to the market, or we could start knocking on doors. Shall we go to the market first? We've got 10 gold. I'm sure we can go to the houses afterwards, can we not? 126. 126 for the market. The market square bustles with activity as vendors display their wares. The scent of fresh produce mingles with the vibrant colours of fabrics and trinkets, creating a lively atmosphere. Stall after stall showcases an array of goods, enticing passers-by with their offerings. Amidst the diverse market, your attention is drawn to a particular shop, the alchemist's establishment. Its intriguing potions and mysterious concoctions captivate your curiosity. A nearby town guard catches your eye as you navigate through the market. He approaches you, his voice laced with urgency. Time is of the essence, adventurer. If the Bloodbound is lurking in the Jolborn Hills, it is there you should direct your efforts. Don't let distractions sidetrack you from the task at hand. Who is this guy? Get the fuck out of here. With the guard's words echoing in your mind, you weigh the situation's urgency against the temptation of exploring the market further. The decision lies in your hands, to heed the guard's advice and proceed to the Jawbone Hills, or to delve deeper into the offerings of the market, risking potential delays. Fuck it, I'm going into the Alchemist and you can't stop me, alright? It's not a crime, I'm doing your job, basically. Yeah, get fucked. Oh, we got a picture as well, we got a picture of the Alchemist. Here we are, this is where we're at. You enter the shop and are greeted by a wide array of bottles haphazardly arranged on shelves and tables littered all around. A short man with bushy white eyebrows and thick glasses looks up at you from the counter. "Welcome to Cures and Curses," the man says. "I am Cleelbour." He pauses a moment to look you up and down. You must be the one Astria sent for. That being the case, let's get right down to business. He beckons you to follow him into a back room behind a curtain. "I've got a good range of potions here that might be useful to an adventurer like you. I make them from the plants that Mary grows. You have seen Mary, haven't you? I can make potions from the plants you have. Otherwise, they cost 3 gold pieces each." Oh, I'm glad we went to Mary first then, because we've got 6 plants here. Is that 6 potions? Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to afford 6 potions. Cleelbour shows you the range of potions he has. You may use any combination of plants and gold that you hold to obtain potions. Write each one on your sheet and be sure to update gold and plant totals. So, fire bloom potions. We can get explosive or spark. Should we get one of each? Should we read what they do first? It's all in the beginning of the book. So, explosive. Throw a vial of explosive liquid at an enemy. Roll a die. On a roll of 1, you miss. On a 2 or 3, you deal 2 damage. On a 4 or 5, you deal 4 damage. On a 6, you do 6 damage. Oh, that could be good. Spark. Create a blinding flash. Roll a die. If the number rolled is greater than the enemy's mind score, then they're temporarily blinded. The next attack roll you make is free damage, without needing to compare hero and enemy scores. Let's get one of each. So we've got an explosive potion, and we've got a spark potion. And that's from our fire bloom. Explosivo. Potion. Spark potion. Now, from our dream leaf, we can get sleep or concentration. What do they do? Sleep. Send an enemy to sleep. Roll a die. If the number rolled is greater than the enemy's mind score, they fall asleep. The next attack roll you make is free damage without needing to. So that's like spark. After each attack roll, roll another die. If it's greater than the enemy's mind score, they wake up. Oh, so they could be asleep, and we just keep on like kicking them or something. So that could be more useful than the spark one. What was the other one? Concentration. This potion allows you to re-roll all dice rolls in a single combat. You must accept the second roll. No, we're going to go sleep. We're getting the sleep potion from our dream leaf. Sleep potion. Alright. Next, we've got 2 moon roots. What did we get for moon root? We get light or we get transformation. What do they do? Let's see. Light. This potion creates light in the darkness. Okay. It gives no advantage in combat, but it may have other uses in your adventure. Ooh. Transformation. Oh my goodness. This potion will allow you to transform into a hulking beast for 3 combat rounds. Add 4 to your hero score until the potion wears off. We're getting one of each. We're getting light and transformation. So we've got light. Oh, spell it right. We've got light potion. We got transformation potion, and the last one, Shadow Thorn, that only has darkness. That's the only option there. What does the darkness potion do? It temporarily blinds an enemy. Roll a die. If the number rolled is greater than the enemy's mind score, they have been temporarily blinded, and you are able to sneak away from combat. You then turn to the next section as if you won the combat. Oh my god. No, if using this potion, you will not gain any items detailed in the following section. Oh, well, I mean, I suppose we'll have to get it, but that's good to know. It's like a free pass from a tough fight, but tough fights normally would have good loot, you would have thought. So I don't know. Anyway, There we go. Look at our inventory. We've got a load of stuff. A load of stuff. Right, now we leave the shop and we head for the Jolborn Hills, finally. Turn to 220. So we're not going... We've taken the guard's advice then. Sort of, because he said don't fuck around wasting time in the market, and we still went in the shop. But we're not going knocking on doors. We're not asking around, so... The Jolborn Hills, shrouded in mystery, beckon from the eastern horizon, their untamed allure waiting to be explored. As you stand at the outskirts of River's End, you face a crucial decision: to traverse the treacherous terrain on foot, immersing yourself in the rugged beauty of the land, or to take to the river, surrendering to the ebb and flow of the currents, which may hold their own dangers and discoveries. So we can go on foot, or we can go by river. Shall we go on foot? This is the first option. So we'll do that one. The path ahead is a tapestry of untamed wilderness, its rugged beauty unfolding with each step you take. Towering trees stretch their branches towards the heavens, a canopy of vibrant green that whispers secrets to the wind. Birds flit from branch to branch, their melodic songs guiding your way as you navigate through dense undergrowth and winding trails. Turn to 134. As the distant silhouette of the Jolborn Hills draws closer, their peaks teasingly concealed by swirling mists that dance among jagged cliffs, you sense a shift in the air. Your eyes scan the path ahead, and to your surprise, fresh tracks emerge in the dirt. These tracks are not of a familiar creature, but something altogether unknown and ominous. Your heart quickens with a mix of curiosity and caution. Could these tracks hold a clue to the sinister machinations of the Bloodbound? Or do they lead to an even greater peril lying in wait? The uncertainty tugs at your mind, urging you to investigate further. We can follow the tracks or continue to the hills. Well, let's investigate a bit. We're early on. What's the worst that could happen? You trail the tracks, noting their deep impressions in the earth, each step imprinted with a weight at least twice that of your own feet. Astria's omission of any mention of such creatures lurking in the vicinity fills you with concern. Could this be a menace entirely independent of the Bloodbound, posing an imminent threat to the town? The uncertainty prickles at your senses as you navigate over a rugged outcrop, and before you stands the yawning entrance of a cave. We can investigate the cave, or we can turn back and continue to the hills. Well, we've come this far. We're going to investigate the cave. As you cautiously follow the tracks deeper into the cave, a sudden realization dawns upon you. It's a mistake you cannot undo. The air grows heavy with foreboding as a menacing snarl pierces through the darkness. Your heart quickens, for what stands before you is not a mere bear, but a towering creature of extraordinary proportions. We've got a picture of him as well. Oh, look at that! Standing at a formidable 10 feet tall, its muscular frame bears an uncanny resemblance to that of a human. Wielding a colossal axe, this creature is no ordinary beast. You ready your weapon as it charges towards you. Oh my goodness. We're in a bit of trouble here. This dude has an enemy score of 6, so we need 4 or more to hurt it. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to use one of our potions straight away. I think I'm using Spark. Should we use Spark? Create a blinding flash and then... Or should we try and put it to sleep? I'm going to try and put it to sleep, actually, because then we get like a lot of free damage out of it, hopefully. Right, so roll a die. If the number rolled is greater than the enemy's mind score, they fall asleep. This has a mind of 3. So we need 4 or more then. Oh no! Sleep didn't work! Okay, should we try Spark as well then? And then go for a free hit. Should we try it? I'm going to roll another one. Same again then. So it needs to be greater than the mind score. Oh no! 2 potions down and nothing happened. We wasted our sleep and our Spark. Oh, I'm not happy about this. That's a shame. That's a shame. I guess we're fighting you then. But he's really big. He's really big. We'll think about using anything else. We'll think about using anything else. I don't want to sneak away from the combat because we've come off the beaten path. We're going to get loot for sure out of this. Let's just go for it. So we need 4s or more to hurt it. There we go. That's 1. That'll do. Let's keep them coming. Oh, not that so much. And another one. Good. Keep it going. Let's have some high rolls. Nice. We've done 4 damage to it so far. We've done 6 damage to it now. Oh no. We need to do 3 more. That's a draw. That's not. 4. 2 more damage to it. So 5 or 6. Alright, 1 more damage to it. Oh, boo you. Boom! If you survive, we did. We took 5 damage though. If you survive, turn to 33. I'm turning there right now, as we speak. As the final blows land, the mighty beast lies defeated at your feet. Its gargantuan body sprawls across the cave floor. Its once ferocious roars silenced forever. The scent of victory hangs heavy in the air. Your eyes are drawn to the creature's fallen axe. The weapon gleams with a fierce quality, its razor-sharp edges glistening in the sunlight. The handle, adorned with intricate carvings and etchings, tells a tale of battles won and lives lost. Sounds fancy. Without hesitation, you reach down and claim the axe as your own. Its weight feels right in your grasp, perfectly balanced for swift strikes or powerful swings. You can't help but feel a surge of confidence, knowing that this formidable weapon now belongs to you. This war axe adds 1 to your hero score. Well, that's good. Boom, puts us up to 4. So let's add war axe to our sheet. Take that, bear. You're dead. You're dead. I killed you. Turn to 1, 2, 4. So I guess now we continue to the hills. That must be where we're headed. As you take a moment to gather your thoughts, you gaze out at the path before you. The ground beneath your feet seems well worn, suggesting that this is a well-travelled route. It could be a promising path, leading you closer to your destination. Let's turn to 247. Approaching a large rocky outcrop, you notice a cave entrance nestled within its rugged exterior. The darkness within beckons, though it's impossible to discern any signs of life from where you stand. Multiple footprints mark the ground, hinting at recent activity. You tread cautiously towards the cave, inspecting the tracks as you get closer. The prints suggest that various beings have come and gone through this passage, but their identities remain a mystery. There's no way to determine whether they are friend or foe. Are we going in? With caution in your every step, you venture into the cave, aware that lurking dangers may reveal themselves at any moment. An unpleasant odour wafts through the air, assaulting your senses and heightening your awareness of potential threats. As you continue deeper into the cave, you come across roughly cut steps leading downwards. The flickering light of a torch further down the staircase catches your attention. Clearly, there is someone else here. You descend the steps until you reach the bottom. Arriving in a small room, you find yourself faced with a passage that leads further into the unknown. However, it is not this path that captures your attention initially. Instead, your eyes are drawn to a set of red robes hanging by the opening of the passage. The scent emanating from them is nothing short of offensive, assaulting your nostrils with its foulness. We can put it on, or we can leave it. It's a red robe, so if we put it on, we're disguised. I would say. But it stinks. So is that going to be... We're not going to be able to sneak up on anybody. I could smell it from up the stairs. We're going to put on the robe. We're putting on the robe. Let's... Red robe. And then we'll put in brackets. Smelly. There we go. We're wearing a stinking red robe. Right, so put on the robe. 159. As the pungent scent of the red robe reaches your nostrils, you can't help but wrinkle your nose. The smell is a nauseating mix of dried blood and ancient musty fabric. Still, you can't deny that the robe itself bears the marks of the bloodbound. As you weigh your options, you realise that disguising yourself as one of them may provide an opportunity for stealth and deception. You could gain insights into their plans, gather valuable information about their secrets, or even find allies within their midst. Yeah, not if I smell though. Nobody's going to want to talk to me. They're not going to sit next to me in like the lunch table, are they? Crouching silently to avoid hitting your head on the low ceiling of the passageway, you proceed cautiously. The air grows colder, carrying a chilling whisper that seems to echo through the narrow space. A sense of unease settles over you as you reach a fork in the path without a clear indication of where each direction leads. So we can go left or right. I think you know we're going left. 205. As you follow your instincts, you confidently take the left fork. The path winds and twists, concealing what lies beyond its bend. You pick up your pace, keen to forge ahead on your quest. However, in your eagerness, you collide head-on with a mysterious figure in a deep crimson robe. Do you have a robe? Turn to 5. If not, oh, we do, so don't worry, we're turning to 5. Apologies, the man says hastily, eyes scanning you curiously. I wasn't expecting to run into anyone here. I am Roth. He introduces himself, his voice tinged with a hint of suspicion. Forgive my confusion, but I don't recall seeing you stationed in this area before. Shouldn't you be at your assigned post? If you have a letter for Roth, we don't. Do we change the subject, or do we act like we're in charge? That's one fate point. Yes, I'm your fucking boss. That's how we do it. Turn to 55. We're using a fate point to act like we are in charge. As you assert your authority, Roth quickly falls silent, apologising. He anxiously asks how he can be of aid to you. Sensing that Roth might have valuable information, you request a full report from him. Rudliness is growing impatient, Roth begins, his voice filled with concern. If he doesn't see results soon, he's going to bring in some tough taskmasters to work everyone harder. With those words hanging in the air, Roth hastily takes his leave, leaving you pondering over who this Rudliness is and what kind of results he demands. As you continue along the winding passage, you're met with yet another fork in the road. With caution in your steps, you study each path before you, unsure which one will lead you closer to your goal. Well, let's go left again. We'll stick to the left side, shall we? We'll do a loop eventually. 168. The passage eventually brings you to a weathered wooden door. Intrigued yet cautious, you press your ear against it, hoping to discern any sounds from within. Silence greets your ears, leaving you uncertain about what awaits on the other side. Slowly, you push the door open, revealing a dimly lit room beyond. To your surprise, someone is already in the room. As she turns to face you, her expression is marred by anger, a fierce burning in her eyes. Do you have a robe? Oh, we do. 213. The woman's voice echoes sternly through the air, demanding an explanation. Her gaze pierces through you, searching for answers. It's evident that she holds a position of authority and expects nothing less than obedience. Who disturbs Athril? She demands sharply. And why aren't you at your post? Her eyes narrow as if assessing your every move, leaving little room for evasive manoeuvres. You can feel the weight of her expectations pressing down on you, urging you to respond quickly. What do we say? Oh my god. She glances at you dismissively, as if questioning your presence. Forget it, she mutters under her breath. I can only assume there's some motive behind your interruption. Speak up and tell me what brings you here. Do we have a letter for Athril? No. Do we have an amulet? No. None of these things? Yeah. Or a small key? No, we have nothing. We don't have any of this stuff. So, we'll turn to 191. Sorry, got nothing for you. As you search for something to offer Athril, you realise you've had nothing to give her at this moment. Frustration fills her expression as she dismissively waves you out of the room, clearly uninterested in further interaction. As you exit the room, your gaze falls upon something unexpected. A hidden trapdoor discreetly nestled within the floor. With cautious excitement, you open it, revealing a staircase into the darkness below. The steps appear weathered. Their wear evidence of countless footsteps that have trodden upon them over time. A cool and mysterious breeze emanates from the depths, beckoning you to explore what lies beyond. And what lies beyond? You stand in a grand circular chamber, its ancient walls adorned with intricate carvings that depict mythical creatures locked in fierce combat. The air feels heavy with the weight of history, and a sense of foreboding fills the room. To your left, you see two sturdy wooden doors, each adorned with a majestic dragon's head engraved upon it. They stand there as silent guardians, offering passage to unknown realms. Ahead of you lies another imposing door, equally marked with the visage of a fearsome dragon. To your right rests the final door, its dragon carving staring back at you with unblinking eyes. Ooh, so take the door ahead, take the first door on the left, the second door on the left, or the door on the right. See, we got two lefts. Should we take the first door on the left? 2, 4, 3? 2, 4, 3. As you push open the door, it creaks on its hinges, echoing through the dimly lit corridor before you. The air's heavy with the scent of dampness and decay, and your footsteps echo off the stone walls. The narrow passageway stretches out before you, disappearing into the darkness. At the end of the corridor stands another door. We turn to 233, go through that door. As you step into the circular chamber, your eyes are immediately drawn to the intricate... Hang on. Are we back in the same... No, we're not. Your eyes are intricately drawn to the intricate carvings that adorn the walls. The depictions of majestic dragons, each representing a different element, seem to come alive in the dim light. The air crackles with an electric energy, and you can almost hear the roar of flames and feel the rush of swirling winds. A grand stone pedestal rises from the ground in the chamber's centre. It stands as a solemn monument amidst this mythical landscape, its purpose shrouded in mystery. Your gaze flickers between the door ahead of you and the one on your right, both tempting you with unknown dangers and hidden secrets. We can take the door ahead of us, the door to our right. We can investigate the pedestal or investigate the carvings. Let's investigate the carvings, shall we? Shall we have a look? I suppose they're interesting, apparently. The walls whisper stories of the ancient dragons. A passage reads, "When fire dances to the dawn and water greets the setting sun, earth stands still at midday and air flies beneath the moon." We can now investigate the pedestal or take the doors. We're going to investigate the pedestal. 119. An ancient pedestal wrought from obsidian stone that gleams dully in the dim light. Atop it rests a mesmerizing apparatus. 4 concentric rings, each distinctly engraved with elemental symbols. The utmost ring is etched with delicate flames, flickering even though they're cold metal. Next, a ring adorned with droplets and waves, evoking the flow of untamed waters. The third ring carries the weight of engraved mountains and canyons, an ode to Earth's majesty. The innermost rings seems almost ephemeral, with intricate swirls and feathers symbolizing the ever-elusive air. Each ring holds a single gemstone, ruby in the flames, sapphire in the water, emerald in the earth, and opal in the air. At the center of this elemental dance, a polished orb sits. We can rotate the rings, we can investigate the room further, or we can take one of the doors. Let's rotate the rings. The rings encircle the orb, their movement fluid and unhindered. As you observe, you notice that they can be fixed in position at the cardinal points where the gemstones align with the edge. So look, we had our thing here. So when fire dances to the dawn and water greets the setting sun, earth stands still at midday, and the air flies beneath the moon. So, to align the flame ring at the top point, turn to this. We want to align the air at the top point. The air flies beneath the moon. So we're going to turn to 54. That's going to be our top one. With a satisfying click, the first ring locks into place. Now you must determine where to position the remaining 3 rings. So now we're lining one at the right point. We're going to go for the fire ring at the right point, because the fire dances to the dawn, the east. 48. An audible click resonates through the room as the second ring falls into its designated spot. As you pause to think, you ponder over the remaining 2 rings and their potential positions. So we can do the water ring or the earth ring at the bottom. The water, though, greets the setting sun, so we're going to put the earth ring at the bottom. 206. 206, where are you? You rotate the earth ring with a deliberate twist until it aligns perfectly with the bottom point. The satisfying click confirms that it is settled into place. Your gaze shifts to the water ring and, with cautious precision, you turn it until it clicks at the left point. The interlocking mechanism of the rings responds to your actions as if acknowledging your mastery. They descend slowly, releasing the orb. You reach out and pick up the orb gingerly, taken aback by its unexpected weight. It feels substantial in your hands. And now we can choose which door to take, but not before I add that orb to my inventory. Orb. Okay. So, door on the right or the door ahead of us? Shall we take the door ahead of us? We're looking at it. You cautiously step into a cramped chamber, the stench of old parchment and decay invading your nostrils. The room is cluttered with bookcases, their once pristine shelves now obscured by layers of dust and entangled in the snare of spiders' webs. It's clear that this place has been forgotten by time. Ahead of you stands 2 weathered doors. So we can take the first door, second door, or investigate the books. Let's investigate the books. Let's have a sip of tea first. We're going to investigate the books. 209. As your hands gingerly trace the spines of the ancient books, their weathered covers displaying tales long forgotten. As your searching fingers brush against a piece of parchment, excuse me, you carefully draw it closer to your gaze. The hastily written text, now faded with time, reveals a cryptic message. Tulek's blood is but half of what binds the willing soul, the words whisper to you as if echoing from centuries past. It speaks of an enigmatic force, a power that intertwines fate's tapestry with one's own life force. Beware those who hold both halves, the warning continues. Whoever wields this dual power possesses an incomprehensible might. Ooh. So Tulek's and something about Tulek's blood and 2 halves. Do we take the first door or the second door? Shall we take the second door? Why not? You find yourself entering a narrow and seemingly endless corridor. The dim light casts elongated shadows along the walls, creating an eerie atmosphere that sends a shiver down your spine. The passage stretches far into the distance, its secrets concealed within its silent depths. With a sense of curiosity, you begin to walk along the corridor's path. Each step echoes softly. There are no visible doors or branching paths along this passage. It remains unyielding in its linearity. Lost in deep contemplation, your mind wanders, causing you to lose focus on the corridor ahead. Unbeknownst to you, your carelessness has allowed a trap to be sprung upon you. Oh no, a tarp! Suddenly, with a swift and unexpected motion, the floor beneath you gives way, triggering your descent into a hidden pitfall. If you have a fate point, turn to 223. If you don't, turn to 122. We do, so we better use one. We better use one. Where are we turning? 223, because we've used the fate point. Adrenaline courses through your veins as you fall, and instinct kicks in. With a quick reaction, you twist your body mid-air, attempting to redirect your momentum towards the pit wall. Going for a win and oh, have a great time, mate. Have a great time. Yeah, don't drink too much. Probably already there. Already tanked. already half cut. Your hands and feet scramble for purchase against the rough surface as you desperately try to slow your plummet. Yeah, have a really good time, buddy. It's not your wedding, is it? Where was my invite? I'll get one. Okay, it's in the post. Finally, after what feels like an eternity of free-falling through darkness, you manage to halt your descent with a jarring impact against the wall. Pain shoots through your body from the force of the landing. You take a moment to steady yourself and assess the situation. The pit is deep and narrow. Its walls are slick with damp moss that offers little grip. Above you lies only darkness, no visible means of escape or rescue. Your heart pounds in your chest as the realization sinks in. You are trapped. Do you have a rope? We do not. So we'll turn to 41 because we don't have a rope. 41. Trapped within the confines of the pit, you feel a sense of frustration as the smooth walls offer no footholds for escape. Suddenly, you're startled by footsteps growing louder and voices echoing from above. Raising your gaze, you see two faces peering down at you with curiosity and intrigue. One like this is worth Rudliness's attention, one of them remarks with a hint of anticipation. Without further ado, he lowers a rope down towards you, warning sternly against any attempts at defiance. Realizing that an opportunity to meet their leader could work in your favour, you make the decision to comply. Grasping onto the rope tightly, you begin your ascent cautiously, aware that misguided actions might lead to dire consequences. Go to 236. You are unceremoniously thrown to the ground before the towering figure of Rudliness. His immense stature looms over you, and a cruel sneer paints his face as he addresses you with disdain. No doubt you've been dispatched from Riversend, he sneers. Astria's loyal lapdog, I presume. Well, she is no longer of consequence, and soon neither shall you be. Rudliness leans in close, scrutinizing you with a discerning gaze. The weak and the fearful often resort to cowardly tactics, he remarks coolly. They send expendable pawns like you to accomplish what they dare not. Whatever misguided purpose led you here is nothing but a fleeting distraction. Nothing will stand in our way as we fulfill the unfinished contract with Tulek, and all shall tremble before us. The mighty Lord Alaric will bestow his favour upon me, and I shall ascend alongside him in power. With a dismissive gesture, Rudliness demands to see if you've brought anything of value or significance. No. If you have an amulet, turn to 30. We don't. We didn't have an amulet when we ran into Athril. So we don't have an amulet. We'll turn to 16. The cultists accompanying you handle you roughly, conducting a thorough search that yields nothing of interest to their leader. Rudliness expresses disappointment with a disdainful remark. A pity, he remarks coldly. Nevertheless, there is still a purpose you can serve, he asks, relishing in his cruel laughter. Ha 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 ha. Ha, he says, probably. Take him to the pit, he orders. Dragged through winding corridors and down an array of steps, you're eventually hurled over the edge of a walkway and into a seemingly bottomless chasm. Landing with an unforgiving thud, your anger towards those who orchestrated this fate burns within you. However, your fury is quickly eclipsed by an earth-shattering roar that rattles the very walls of the cavern. Turning to face the source of the noise, you behold a colossal reptilian beast lurking within the pit. Secured by a heavy chain around its neck, it seems clear that you've been cast into this abyss to ensure your demise. Determination washes over you as you brace yourself for the ensuing battle. Try not to make it angry, one of the cultists jeers callously as they depart, leaving you alone to face your fate in this treacherous pit. The pit beast has enemy score of 8, that's against our 4, so we need like 5s or 6s to defeat it. It only has a mind of 1 though, so I think we should use our darkness potion to skip the fight. We need to beat its mind, I think, don't we? So temporarily blind an enemy. Roll a die. If the number roll is greater, so we need anything but a 1, then they're temporarily blinded. You can sneak away from combat, and then you turn to the next section as if you won the combat. But if you use this potion, you will not gain any items detailed in the following section. So we're going to roll. We're going to use our darkness potion. Just anything but a 1. Hey, a 3. That'll do. So let's get rid of darkness potion. We've gone. That's the first potion we've used that's worked, isn't it? Lucky us. Oh, there we go. I think we're actually taking a very short route through this. There was a lot more in the Jolborne Hills. If we hadn't just stuck to left turns, we could have explored. And if we'd been able to visit people in town, we may have had some more options open to us. But so we cast the darkness potion, we throw it, the beast is blinded, and we sneak away. We somehow, we'll just have to pretend that it's dead for purposes of this next section. Then, victorious, you stand amidst the remnants of your battle with the colossal beast. The cavern offers no discernible paths to freedom, leaving you trapped within its claustrophobic confines. But then, a spark of ingenuity sparks within you, ignites within you as you cast your gaze upon the lifeless body of the fallen creature. Well, it's not. It just can't see us. Realizing that its massive form may serve as a means of escape, you make a hasty decision. Grasping hold of the sturdy chains that once restrained the beast, we'll just do this while it's alive then. You pull yourself onto its scaly carcass. The rough texture of its skin provides ample footholds and handholds as you ascend. Your muscles strain against the fatigue, but determination propels you onward. With each scramble and leap from one outcropping to another, you steadily make progress towards freedom. The knowledge that time is slipping away spurs you on, despite the exhaustion weighing heavily upon your body. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, your hands grip onto solid ground as you clamber out of the pit. A rush of relief washes over you as cool air fills your lungs once more. Your thoughts immediately turn to Riversend. The town elders must be informed about the bloodbound, sinister plot involving Tulek and an unfinished contract. Without wasting another moment, your feet carry you forward in swift strides. Every fibre of your being is focused on returning to Riversend swiftly, for there is no time to waste in alerting them to the imminent danger they face. Alright, we're going. We've escaped. We've got through 2 sections, 2 areas of exploration really quickly there. So our hero doesn't really know much about what's going on. As you draw nearer to Riversend, a disheartening sight greets your eyes. Plumes of black smoke billowing into the sky, casting a somber shadow over the horizon. Your pace quickens, the urgency to reach the town gates growing with each step. At the entrance, you're met by Mary, her tear-streaked face evidence of the devastation that's befallen Riversend. Her voice trembles as she shares the painful truth. They've laid waste to everything. The nursery, our precious plants, all gone. Your heart aches for Mary and her losses, but time is short and a pressing duty must be fulfilled. You bid her a brief farewell and continue onward towards the council chambers. There can be no delay in delivering your urgent news. Recognizing you as a trusted ally, the guard at the chambers allows you passage without hesitation. The atmosphere inside is heavy with grief and solemnity. The sight that meets your eyes weighs upon your heart. Astria lies lifeless in the center of the room, while the other town elders stand gathered around her in quiet reverence. Amidst this somber tableau, one elder notices your arrival and makes his way towards you. He introduces himself as Carpus, and with a tone tinged with sorrow. The bloodbound seized their opportunity not long after you departed, he explains with a heavy sigh. They struck down Astria and wrested the very hammer she held dear from her grasp. We suspect their activities in the hills were nothing more than a distraction from their true plan. We can ask about the hammer or reveal the bloodbound's plan. Let's ask about the hammer. He mentioned it. In the fiery sky, 3 hammers rise high, forged in flame, guardians of mankind, Carpus recites. The 3 hammers, legendary weapons crafted to vanquish the forces of darkness. Individually, they hold great power, but united, they possess the potential to tip the scales in even the bleakest of times. One was entrusted to Cedel, a valiant warrior hailing from Edgevale. Another found its home in Astria's capable hands. Alas, both have fallen victim to sinister forces. Only Elrazor's hammer has managed to elude the clutches of darkness thus far. These unsettling circumstances suggest a deeper and more treacherous plot at play than we dare imagine. He's right. Because we know that Cedale, everyone in Edgevale is dead. They all got frozen. You recount all the information you've gathered to Carpus, revealing the Bloodbound's dark intentions of uncovering the long-forgotten Temple of Tulek. They seek to fulfill an ancient contract with the powerful being, utilizing her immense power for an unknown purpose. Carpus listens intently, his brows furrowing with concern. Tulek. Her existence has faded into myth and legend for over 2 centuries, he muses. It's difficult to discern whether these tales hold any truth. Legend has it that she was the last of the great dragons, blessed with the ability to shapeshift at will. Often taking the form of a human, she possessed exceptional sorceress abilities. It is said that she would grant power to those who sought it, but at a great cost. To forge a binding agreement, both parties would need to shed their blood as a sign of commitment. The life force of those who bound themselves would gradually diminish, ultimately empowering Tulek herself. Carpus continues his explanation, emphasizing the significance of finding Tulek before the Bloodbound does so. As lore goes, Tulek grew weary of being besieged by mere mortals, and chose self-imposed exile in a tower nestled within the treacherous mountains of Bluehaven, known as the Tower of the Forgotten. He urges you urgently, knowing that time is running short and River's End's fate hangs in the balance. If Tulek still resides there, reaching her before the Bloodbound is imperative. With her blood in their possession, all they need is to perform their wicked contract ritual in her presence to unleash unimaginable consequences upon our land. You have our eternal gratitude if you succeed in thwarting this vile plot, Carpus says. He provides directions for your journey. To reach Bluehaven in the west, you can travel southward and around the city of Silverton. However, there is a more direct, albeit perilous path through the Asnir Highlands located north of Silverton. With the weight of responsibility upon your shoulders, you must decide which route to take in your quest to save River's End and prevent the Bloodbound from harnessing Tulek's formidable power. Ooh, what route shall we take? River's End's fate hangs in the balance, and every moment counts. With the Bloodbound already ahead of you, time is a scarce commodity. You ponder your options, considering each path. The direct route through the Asnir Highlands promises a quicker journey to Bluehaven, but it also presents countless dangers and perils. The treacherous terrain and potential encounters with wild creatures make it a risky choice. On the other hand, Carpus mentioned the safer passage, which would take you southward and around the city of Silverton. Although it may be a longer journey, navigating this more familiar territory could provide some respite and lower the risks involved. I think we need to take the quicker option, and we'll be damned with the consequences. Before we do, let's take one of our potions of healing to get us up to max health, because it does 5, doesn't it? So we'll get rid of one of those. We're on to 2 health potions, and now maximum health. We're heading for the mountain pass, the Asnir Highlands. 266. The path winds steeply upward as you ascend the treacherous slope of the Asnir Highlands. Your muscles ache with exertion, but determination fuels your steps. Finally, you reach a small plateau, and as you catch your breath, you notice a cave entrance nestled amidst the rocky terrain. We've found a lot of caves tonight, haven't we? A lot of caves in this book. But the prospect of finding shelter further along the mountain pass is uncertain. The cave entrance offers a potential haven that could provide safety for the night. We can investigate the cave or press onward toward Bluehaven. Let's go into the cave. I mean, we've already found a massive bear in one cave, so we're not going to find another, are we? As you cautiously step into the cave, a sudden shout startles you. The sound echoes off the walls, and you find yourself face to face with an old hermit who calls this cave home. "My solitude has been disturbed," the old hermit grumbles, his voice seething with annoyance. "You trespass upon my sanctuary. You shall pay for this intrusion. Show your gratitude for my patience and leave behind a token of compensation for the disturbance you have caused." His eyes narrow, awaiting your response. Oh, look, do you have an ebony dagger? No, we don't. Give the man something else or give him nothing. Well, let's give him something else. We'll see what we can give him. You delve into your pack, rummaging through its contents in search of a worthy offering for the old hermit. Your fingertips explore the various items within, feeling the texture of fabric, the coolness of metal, and the smoothness of polished wood. Each object holds its own story and significance, but none seem quite appropriate for this encounter. Your brows furrow with determination as you continue sifting through your belongings, hoping to find something to appease the old man's demand for compensation. So we've got to give him something or give him nothing. Well, we'll give him something. Browsing through the contents of your pack, you carefully select an item to offer the old man, hoping it will satisfy his demand. With conviction, you hold out the chosen object towards him. A look of genuine gratitude crosses his face as he nods and accepts your offering. "Thank you," he says sincerely. "Your gesture has not gone unnoticed." In a swift motion, he begins to chant an incantation, weaving ancient magic in the air. As the spell takes hold, you feel a subtle shift within yourself, an enhancement to your resilience. When the incantation is completed, you can sense that your total health score has increased by 1. Oh my god, so our health goes up to 13 now. Granting you additional endurance for the perils ahead. Turn to 127. Alright, I'm on it. I suppose we should take something off our sheet. We've given him something. Should we give him the smelly red robe? There you go. He's so happy that he got given a smelly red robe. There you go, mate. Pressing on along the mountain pass, you find yourself in the midst of an unsettling wind. The gusts howl through the trees, causing them to sway and shudder. Above, loose rocks dislodge from the mountainside, their clattering echoes filling the air. Roll a die and compare the result to your current hero score. Oh, okay. So we're on 4. Boop. 6. If you rolled equal or higher, turn to 67. Alright. This is something we didn't have in the last book, was little checks like this. Oh no. Without realizing the looming danger, you continue along the mountain pass. Unbeknownst to you, the wind's strength intensifies, causing the trees to sway violently and send a shower of rocks cascading down the mountainside. It isn't until the ground trembles beneath your feet that you finally take heed of the impending peril. With a sinking feeling, you look up just in time to witness an avalanche rumbling towards you, snow and debris hurtling down with unforgiving force. Panic sets in as you frantically search for an escape route, knowing that every precious second counts before being swallowed by nature's fury. Do we have a fate point? Yeah, we better use one. It's certain death, I'm sure otherwise. So use a fate point, turn to 211. As the avalanche rages towards you, a surge of survival instinct courses through your veins. With a desperate leap, you manage to find refuge behind a large rock formation jutting out from the mountainside. Though it shields you from the full force of the onslaught, the ground still trembles and debris rains down around you. You huddle close, bracing yourself and waiting for what feels like an eternity as the avalanche roars overhead. Finally, a hushed calm descends. The deafening roar subsides, replaced by an eerie silence broken only by the distant sounds of settling snow. With cautious anticipation, you emerge from your makeshift shelter and take in the aftermath, a landscape transformed by the raw power of nature's fury. Taking a deep breath, you begin to dig yourself out from beneath the layers of snow and ice that have entombed you. Each shovelful feels like an eternity as your muscles strain against the frigid weight above. But determination pushes you forward, inch by painstaking inch, until finally, with freezing limbs and heaving breaths, you break free from your icy prison. Bruised but unbroken, you assess your surroundings and gather your wits about you once more. The mountain pass stretches ahead, a treacherous path yet to be conquered. I mean, yeah, it has been pretty treacherous. We got bad luck on that roll. We would have seen the avalanche coming, I bet. Right, 161 we're turning to. With each step, you navigate the remaining stretch of the mountain pass, anticipation building within you as you near its end. As the train levels out and slopes downwards, a breathtaking sight unfolds. The sprawling town of Blue Haven comes into view, nestled at the base of the mountains in all its majestic beauty. The sight fills you with a sense of relief and renewed determination. Though the journey has been perilous and fraught with challenges, your destination now lies within reach. Turn to 36. On the path you tread, you come upon a bridge that stretches across a deep ravine. Just as your foot meets the worn planks, a repulsive troll pounces into view. His voice echoes with menace as he declares, "None shall pass beyond this point unless they can best me in a game of riddles." Do you play the troll's game or attack the troll? Well, if we've got a way of not fighting and dying, then we'll do that. Let's play his game. You accept the troll's offer, and a twisted grin spreads across his face. Clapping his hands with delight, he eagerly presents you with his first riddle. "Listen closely," he mocks. "I fly without wings. I cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness flies. What am I?" Is he a dream? Is he a cloud? Is he the night? He is a cloud. We're going cloud. I mean, these are easy. I know the answers. The troll's face contorts into an unsettling expression of delight as he applauds your correct answer. "Impressive," he exclaims. "You've answered correctly. Now, prepare yourself for the next challenge." He clears his throat before posing the next riddle. "Though I lack life, I continue to grow. Devoid of lungs, I crave the air's flow. Without a mouth, water is my foe. What am I?" Is he a shadow? Is he fire? Is he a plant? He's fire. 128. The troll's voice booms with approval as he exclaims, "Bravo! Bravo! Well done!" With a sly grin, he continues. Not until I've had tea that he doesn't. "Now for the final trial. Prepare yourself. I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I?" A puzzle, a joke, or a story? He is a joke. You're a joke, troll. 189. A surge of satisfaction washes over the troll, evident in his gleeful expression. "Yes, yes, you have proven yourself worthy," he cheers, a tinge of amusement lingering in his voice. Reluctantly, he concedes. "You may pass through, but I must admit it's been quite some time since I've had such worthy company. How about you stay a while longer and entertain me with your tales and adventures?" We can leave, or we can stay a while. Let's stay a while. He's a good egg, isn't he? 87. The troll's face lights up with genuine delight as he realizes he's found a new companion. He formally introduces himself as Benny and eagerly invites you into his humble abode beneath the bridge, where an intriguing collection of items, souvenirs of ill-fated adventurers, is displayed. Excitedly rummaging through his hoard, the troll presents you with two items to choose from. In one hand, he holds a whetstone, promising to enhance the keen edge of your blade. In the other hand, he offers you a shield for added protection. Taking the whetstone will add 1 to your hero score. Taking the shield will add 3 health points. So, let's go for the whetstone. I'll add it to the thing. Add it to our list. Whetstone. And that adds 1 to our hero score, which is, that's pretty decent. 5. We didn't get to 5 in the last one, did we? No. As the troll's curiosity gets the better of him, he can't resist asking about your purpose in this corner of the world. We'll change the subject or tell the troll. I mean, he might. Let's tell the troll what we're doing here. I mean, we're friends. We're bros. He's giving me a thing. I'll sharpen my blade in front of him, so he's not going to try anything funny if he turns out to be a bad guy. Eagerly sharing the details of your quest, you recount the tale to the troll. To your surprise, his eyes widen with recognition at the mention of Tulek's name. "Ah, Tulek," he says with a knowing smile. "I've crossed paths with her before." The troll leans in closer, his voice hushed and secretive. "If you seek her favour," he whispers, "you must know the special code word, Noteguard." Grateful for this valuable information, you express your gratitude to the troll and bid him farewell as you resume your journey. So we've got a code word. We got a code number last time, didn't we? And it turns out it was a lie. So let's hope that this troll is not full of shit. Code word. There we go. No guard. Alright, cheers, Benny. He was a good egg, wasn't he? 83. Turn to 83. Overshot it. As you crest the final hill, the site of Blue Haven comes into view. Nestled at the base of majestic mountains, the town's modest buildings dot the landscape, their roofs gleaming under the sun's golden rays. The mountains rise ominously above, their rugged peaks reaching towards the heavens. A sense of awe washes over you as you take in the breathtaking scene, knowing that your destiny lies within the shadows cast by those formidable peaks. As you approach Blue Haven's gates, a middle-aged man with a weathered face and kind eyes steps forward to greet you. "Ah, you must be the adventurer from Riversend," he says warmly, his voice carrying a hint of relief. "Word has reached us of your arrival. The dangers that await you in the mountains should not be taken lightly. But fear not, for I am Serendin, a guide trained in traversing these treacherous slopes. Follow me, and I will lead you up a safe path to the fabled Tower of the Forgotten." Without hesitation, you fall into step beside Serendin as he leads you through the winding streets of Blue Haven. The townsfolk peer curiously from their doorways and windows, whispering among themselves about your purpose here. You find yourself climbing higher and higher along a narrow trail that hugs the mountainside. The air grows cooler and thinner with each step, but Serendin seems unaffected by this inhospitable environment. It becomes apparent that his knowledge of this untamed terrain is extensive. After what feels like hours of steady ascent, Serendin finally stops at a small plateau overlooking an expanse of rugged peaks and deep valleys stretching into the distance. Turn to 234. As you continue your ascent up the rugged mountains, your eyes are drawn to an unlikely sight. A large caravan of bloodbound zealots making their way along a hidden path that winds deeper into the jagged peaks. The chanting of their cultish hymns resonates through the air, and their tattered red robes flutter in the mountain breeze. Serendin brushes off their presence with nonchalance, insisting there is nothing of importance to be found along that path. Yet a gnawing intuition tugs at your consciousness. Why would this enigmatic cult be venturing into these treacherous mountains, if not for some hidden purpose? Doubt lingers like an unwelcome shadow as you strive to reach your destination before them. Do we ignore Serendin and he's dismissive of them, or do we continue to follow him? I mean, he does know the area. Let's go 254. As Serendin leads you deeper into the towering mountain range, a sense of unease begins to settle within you. The path grows narrower, the air more still and heavy with an eerie silence. Despite your keen eyes scanning every nook and cranny, there are no signs of recent activity from the bloodbound cult you saw earlier. It's as if they've vanished without a trace. Questions swirl in your mind like ethereal spectres, whispering doubts about your guide's true intentions. Is Serendin intentionally leading you astray, away from the truth concealed within these peaks? Let's turn back, because they were onto something. As Serendin's dismissal of the path chosen by the bloodbound cult falls on your deaf ears, a trace of annoyance creeps into his countenance. His voice takes on a sharper tone, bordering on aggression, as his true allegiance is revealed. "You fool!" Serendin's words drip with venomous disdain. His eyes ablaze with malicious intent. "You think you can outwit us? You underestimate the power that lies in these mountains, and in us." The mask of trustworthiness shatters, exposing Serendin as an undercover agent of the cult that seeks the same destination as you. The chilling truth hangs heavy in the air as you confront the enemy now standing before you, poised to obstruct your every step towards claiming what lies hidden amongst those peaks. Serendin, he's got enemy of 7, so we need 3s or more to do. He's got a mind of 4, so I don't think we'll try any potions on him. What have we got? We've got explosive, we've got light, we've got transformation. We might need to save that for like a boss fight. Right, we're just going to fight him straight up. We need 3s or more to hurt him. Boom! Nice. So that's 4 damage to him. He's got 6 hit points left. Let's have a bit of tea before it all goes cold. Right, let's go again. Boom! Another 2 damage. So we've got 4 hit points left. Oh, that's no good. I'm hurt. I'm wounded. Oh, and again. 3. 3 does 1. So now he's got 3 hit points left. Let's get a big roll. No. No big rolls for us. Oh no, why did I take 2 as a draw? I'm putting that back on. Big roll coming up. Oh, 1. Fuck you. Another 1. Oh, get out. 6. Dead. If you win, turn to 1, 2, 3. Take that, you traitor. 1, 2, 3. As the clash of steel echoes through the mountaintops, you emerge victorious in your battle against Serendin. In the aftermath of the confrontation, a foreboding shadow stretches across the landscape, casting an ominous cloak over all that lies before you. Looking upward, disbelief floods your senses as massive wings beat with thunderous force against the sky. A dragon of epic proportions descends from above and lands before you, its scales shimmering like molten gold in the sunlight. Flames erupt from its maw, engulfing the hapless blood-bound cult that dared stand in its way. The ground trembles beneath its weight as it fixes its piercing gaze upon you. If you know a code word, turn it into a number using the code A equals 1, B equals 2, so on. Add the numbers together and turn to this paragraph. Right, we know a code word. It's no guard. What would that convert to? So what N would be 14, O 15, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 6. So I could just load up this thing, find the code word. Because we've got the code word. We just need to know what page to turn to, don't we? Right, 59. It adds to 59. That's where we're going. No guard. 59. As the code word leaves your lips, a flicker of recognition gleams in the eyes of the majestic dragon. Benny, she rumbles, a mix of surprise and warmth colouring her voice. If you bear the mark of his friendship, then I shall trust you. With a sweeping gesture of her immense wings, she beckons you closer. But beware, she adds, her voice filled with caution. It is unsafe to linger here. More of those insidious cultists will surely lurk nearby. Excuse me. Eager to assist you on your quest, she invites you to climb upon her sturdy back. Oh my god, we're riding a dragon! The dragon's scales shimmer beneath your touch as she prepares for flight. Hold on tight, she advises, before launching into the sky with unparalleled grace and power. Together, you take to the skies, bound for the Tower of the Forgotten, propelled by an alliance forged in trust and shared purpose, because the Bloodbound are both of our enemies now. Tulek guides you through the winding corridors of the Tower of the Forgotten, each step taking you deeper into the heart of ancient secrets and hidden knowledge. As you arrive in a secluded chamber nestled in the tower's depths, the air grows heavy with an enigmatic aura. Tulek's majestic form emits a weariness that intensifies as she stands before you. With a heavy sigh, Tulek admits her fatigue, a voice tinged with exhaustion and a hint of vulnerability. The toll of transforming into my dragon form and harnessing such immense power has weakened me. You witness a remarkable transformation unfold before your eyes. Tulek's immense dragon form begins to shimmer, a soft golden light enveloping her colossal frame. It cascades down, flowing like liquid fire, as her body gradually shrinks and shifts. The great wings retract into her back, disappearing beneath her skin, while her scales give way to smooth and flawless flesh. The air crackles with energy as Tulek's form takes on a more delicate shape. In mere moments, where once stood an awe-inspiring dragon, now stands a young woman adorned in an elegant red dress that befits nobility. Tulek's features radiate with beauty and grace as she gazes at you through the eyes that hold remnants of the fire within. Her hair, cascading in waves of unbound darkness, frames her countenance with enigmatic allure. Though smaller in stature now, there lingers an echo of her immense power. Let's just hide the inventory. Look, that's her. In case you couldn't tell, look. We're both wearing red. Look, it's like we got the memo. We both got the memo. All right, nice one. Nice. One of us is going to have to change. Let's get our inventory back up. We might need it. Tulek's demeanour retains its resolve as she addresses you again in this new form. The lingering vulnerability from earlier is masked by confidence and unwavering determination. However, Tulek declares firmly, I cannot defend myself or this sacred sanctuary alone. I implore you to join me in safeguarding this refuge from those who would exploit my abilities. A weight settles upon your shoulders as you grasp the depth of Tulek's plea. The bloodbound draw closer, their presence threatening not only Tulek's safety, but also your shared cause. Thunderous banging reverberates from below, accompanied by the ominous sound of splintering wood. They have arrived. Time becomes both ally and foe as urgency courses through your veins. Tulek fixes her gaze upon you with unyielding determination. Defend this tower, she commands, her voice resonating with authority, yet laced with vulnerability. We get it, she's vulnerable. You steady yourself for what lies ahead, drawing strength from your duty and burgeoning connection to Tulek's cause. With every fibre of your being devoted to safeguarding all that is precious, you prepare to face off against those who dare threaten everything that both you and the dragon cherish. Do we offer to complete a contract with Tulek, or do we defend against the invaders? I mean, if we complete a contract, then we know she'll eventually feed off our life force, but it might be what we need to defend. Let's offer. Worst she can do is say no. Listen, Tulek, you say, carefully choosing your words. I propose a blood contract between us. In your weakened state, you may not be able to fend off the approaching attackers, but with a connection established between us, I can tap into your power and increase our chances of survival. Tulek's worn face registers a mix of surprise and hesitation. It's risky, she replies cautiously, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Turn to 121. Alright, I'm willing. Let's risk it. Tulek, her weathered features now shifted into her human form, reaches into the folds of her cloak and retrieves 2 shimmering amulets and an ebony dagger. Her hands steady, she pricks her finger with the sharp blade, allowing a small droplet of blood to fall onto one of the amulets. The crimson liquid gleams as the ancient charm absorbs it. With a solemn expression, Tulek turns to you and takes your hand in hers. Carefully, she traces a shallow cut across your palm with the ebony dagger, causing drops of your own blood to pool into the second amulet. A whisper escapes her lips as she begins to chant an incantation that resonates deep within your being. Suddenly, a surge of power courses through your veins, causing your heart to quicken and your senses to sharpen. The connection between you and Tulek feels tangible as the magical bond solidifies with each syllable uttered. But before you can fully absorb this newfound strength, a cacophony of violent crashes echoes from outside the chamber. The sound sends shivers down your spine. It can only mean one thing. The bloodbound cult has made its way inside the sanctuary. With a shared glance filled with determination and urgency, you and Tulek know it is time to put this newly forged contract to its first test against those who threaten both of your lives. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, your senses heighten, alert to the imminent danger that awaits you. 4 menacing figures stand before you, adorned in the dark regalia of the bloodbound. Their weapons gleam with malice, and their eyes burn with a twisted fervour for bloodshed. With a swift movement, they fan out, encircling you, their intentions clear. Bracing yourself for the challenge that lies ahead, you grip your weapon tightly and steel your resolve. The time has come to prove your mettle and defend Tulek's sanctuary against these formidable adversaries. The air crackles with tension, and as you prepare for what promises to be a grueling battle. If you have the no-guard code word, we do. Turn to 11. Alright, we're turning to 11. Oh my god. What's happening? This. Ba 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 ba. Just as the tension reaches its peak and the cultists tighten their grip on their weapons, a thunderous roar echoes through the chamber. From behind the unsuspecting cultists, your troll companion Benny emerges with earth-shaking steps. With immense strength fueling his every move, Benny charges forward, his massive fists ready to unleash havoc. In a display of sheer power, he lunges at two of the cultists with a primal fury, tearing them apart effortlessly. If only I could say that word as effortlessly as it's spelt. Their screams mingle with the clash of steel against flesh as Benny's raw might proves too much for them to withstand. However, even trolls have their limits. As Benny fends off two remaining cultists, they strike back with vicious accuracy. The air fills with the clash of weapons, and Benny's defiant roars are overshadowed by grunts of pain. Although wounded and overwhelmed by their combined assault, he remains steadfast in his resolve to buy you precious time to regroup and strike back. Now it falls upon you to seize this opportunity and strike down the remaining adversaries swiftly before it's too late. We've only got two to fight now. He tore the other two apart. But he fell. He fell defending, well, not me, I guess, but Tulek. Maybe he's in love with her. I don't know. I mean, could a troll... I mean, a donkey ended up with a dragon in Shrek, so stranger things have happened, haven't they? Let's have some tea. Right, the first enemy, we have equal shit. So we'll just have to say... Like on a 1 we don't do anything, but otherwise it's just free damage. Oh, fuck off. Well, I don't believe it. Right. Well, let's just roll. He's got 10 hit points, and now he's dead. Boom, gone. Second one, he's got a skill, an enemy score of 6, so we need 2s or more. Boom! 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 Dead. Easy. Thanks to Benny. We would have had to fight 4 of them otherwise. Turn to 203 if we win. We did. Overshot it. With a final swing of your weapon, the last 2 cultists fall before you, defeated. The air is thick with the acrid scent of battle as silence settles over the chamber. As you catch your breath and survey the aftermath, a heavy weight settles upon your heart. Turning your attention to Benny, you rush to his side and cradle his still form in your arms. His once mighty frame now lies lifeless and broken, his eyes closed in eternal slumber. A dull ache fills your chest as grief washes over you, mourning the loss of your stalwart companion who fought valiantly by your side. I mean, we only met him like, I don't know, half an hour ago. But he was a good egg. He gave us the whetstone and the code word. Taking a moment to honour Benny's sacrifice, you bid him a silent farewell before mustering the strength to carry on. With determination renewed, you continue towards the base of the tower. 249. As you descend the winding staircase, the air grows thick with an overwhelming aura of darkness. The final descent brings you face to face with Rudliness, the towering leader of the cult that has summoned forth the unholy power of Tulek. His presence is suffocating, his malevolence permeating the chamber. You can't help but shudder as you behold Rudliness, his imposing figure casting a foreboding shadow upon the ground. Adorned around his neck is Tulek's amulet, pulsating with an eerie light that seems to dance with malice. A wicked smile twists Rudliness's features into a grotesque mask of evil. His voice drips with venomous intent as he speaks, each word laced with menacing confidence. I have been eagerly awaiting this moment. You stand before me as nothing more than an insect in my grand design. With a contemptuous glare, Rudliness gazes down upon you from his towering height. Know this, he spits out each syllable like venomous daggers. Your struggles have been nothing but entertainment for me. His tone grows darker as he continues, his words radiating a chilling sense of dread. Behold this amulet, he declares with twisted pride, holding it aloft for all to see. Within its accursed depths flows Tulek's blood, mine intermingled within. A dark chuckle rumbles in his chest as he revels in his perverse creation. Rudliness leans forward menacingly, eyes gleaming with fervent adoration for Tulek's power. His voice lowers to a cold whisper as he delivers his sinister proclamation. Once your life force has been extinguished beneath my heel, Tulek herself shall consume you, granting me unimaginable might, and through me she shall bring forth an eternal darkness that will envelop all existence. What a bastard, eh? His sadistic laughter cuts through the air like the haunting echoes of death itself. With each step he takes towards you, his very presence exudes a malevolence that sends chills down your spine. The time has come to face this embodiment of wickedness. Your every instinct cries out for you to summon all your courage and steel yourself for the impending battle, for the fate of the world hangs in the balance. If you've already completed a contract, turn to 255. If not, turn to 1. Well, we have, so 255. Do you know the no guard code word? Total 151. Yeah. Alright. As the surge of Tulek's power courses through you, you grip your sword tightly, preparing for the imminent battle. With a swift motion, Rudliness unleashes a torrent of lightning from his fingertips, aimed directly at you. Reacting quickly... Can't turn the page. Reacting quickly, you raise your blade to intercept the electrifying blast, skillfully redirecting it towards the crumbling ceiling above. Both you and Rudliness narrowly evade the cascading debris that follows. We got a picture of him. There he is. Oh, what a villain. What a beard, though. Nice beard. That's how I'd look as a dark wizard, I guess. Through the settling dust, your eyes lock onto Tulek's figure standing amidst the chaos. Her human form radiates an aura of unyielding determination as she confronts Rudliness with a chilling warning. Without hesitation, Tulek morphs into her true form, a magnificent dragon with scales shimmering in a myriad of colours. You should never have ventured into this realm, she utters to Rudliness with an air of superiority. Her declaration hangs heavy in the air as her draconic presence fills every corner of the chamber. With Tulek's power, your hero score increases by 2. Oh yeah, because we made a fucking contract. So that puts us on 7. Holy shit, look at this. We've never seen one so high. For each combat round, roll another die for Tulek as she joins the battle against Rudliness. Rudliness has an enemy score of 8, so we just need 2s or more to do anything to him. Tulek has 7, so she's got the same as me. I've got the power. We made a contract. I've got the dragon code word as well. In this book, there are 4 different versions of this fight, depending on if you've made a contract or not made a contract, and if you know the code word or don't know the code word. And this was like the best outcome, and it's almost like I knew that we'd get to this version of it. Somehow it's like I knew. But so Tulek basically has the same hero score as me, so both of us need 2s or more to do damage to him. He's only got 15. I say he's got 15 health. That's quite a lot actually. Boom! So 2 damage to him, and then 1 for Tulek. Boom! So 4 damage to him. So that's 6. Another 2 damage to him. 1 damage to him. What am I on? 9. So what? 6 more? If I've been counting right, probably haven't. Oh fuck, that's 5. So 1 more hit. There we go. Must have read it before. I've never read it. Never read it. I got a proof copy come through in the post, and I was like, oh, I'll just check it all looks fine. I didn't actually read it. If you win, turn to 265. We just did. Thanks to me and Tulek, we did it together. With a final, decisive strike, you bring down your sword upon Rudliness, severing his head from his body in one swift motion. The amulet that had been dangling from his neck clatters to the ground. The echoes of battle fade away as the severed head rolls across the floor, blood staining the cold stone. As you catch your breath, a sense of relief washes over you. You've succeeded in putting a stop to Rudliness and his dark intentions. The feeling of accomplishment fills your heart as you realise you've thwarted the Bloodbound's plans for now. Tulek approaches you with gratitude, her dragon eyes gleaming with appreciation. Thank you for your unwavering courage, she says, her voice resonating with sincerity. Your aid in defeating Rudliness has been invaluable. Her words resonate within you, giving rise to mixed emotions. Though victorious in this battle against the Bloodbound cultist and his malevolent schemes, an unsettling sensation lingers, a faint whisper at the back of your mind indicating a greater power at play, something beyond what you have encountered thus far. The sense of unease creeps in, leaving unanswered questions and uncertainties hanging in the air. But for now, Tulek's expression of gratitude and the knowledge that you've brought an end to this immediate threat gives you a sense of fulfillment. You have proven yourself capable and resilient against formidable adversaries. As you contemplate what lies ahead, it becomes clear that this victory is only a small step towards something much grander and more perilous on the horizon. That is the end. We had quite a quick route through that one, but in both books, maybe you noticed, we've had a mention of Alaric in both of them. Will we see him in book 3? It's quite likely. It's quite likely. Where's it all leading? We'll find out. Well, that was Terror of the Ice Pirate and The Secret of Dragon's Blood. They were a bit easy, but I like to play these games on easy. So Terror of the Ice Pirate is available now, and Secret of Dragon's Blood goes on sale on Amazon on Monday. So if you're interested in it, going on a different route than I did and having all the good times, then check it out there. I'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be doing another Fighting Fantasy. So join me then. Take it easy, everyone. Bye bye bye.